Little homemade studio. Yeah, studio. Okay. All right, you know how we do it. Oh crap! Before you go, can I get another one? Thank you. What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. We are gonna do a little bit of talking around here, and I kind of decided we're gonna talk about this channel's history, where it started, why it started, and I've had a little bit of couple of things happen. Thank you, baby. I've had a couple of things happen recently that kind of spurred on some thinking as far as what the channel's future should be. A little bit of, let me see here. I'm on my computer. I'm going to read your comments here. I'm on my computer. I'm going to read your. Okay, we definitely got to mute that now. All right, excellent. Mute. All righty. I muted this. Why is there we go. All right. So I wanted to touch base on some things as far as like where we come from, what we did, why we did what we did, and so on, as far as the channel's growth. Like I said, a couple of things came up. Just sometimes when something really bad happens to you, it's probably really bad it happened to you. But I know it sounds cliche. You make, life gives you lemons, make lemonade. That's kind of what we've been doing this week. So, got a handful of issues. One of them kind of created a large computer problem. So, I did have one video that I was ready to edit, and I'm pretty sure that content is gone. But it was just, not just, but it was me doing brakes and a wheel seal on Black Dog. So, I have the footage. I know I have it. I just don't know if I trust the device it's currently on. So I might have to just go on the safe side and just forget it. We're not going to do that video because I don't want to trust those files to not screw up a perfectly good computer. This one was completely disconnected at the time when we had a problem. So this computer is perfectly A-OK. But the files were in the other one. So with that. But it kind of brings up some other issues. Not say issues. It brought up some of my past and things and dream. It's not a bad thing. It's stuffed of like my dreams, my goals, why I do what I do, why I've been doing what I've been doing, and so on. And I don't know if a lot of you guys realize this or not, but I kind of accidentally fell into trucking YouTube. This channel originally was an automotive channel. And if you go way back in the channel's beginnings, it was plain to see that that's what it was. I kind of it's not a joke. When I bought Orwell and started driving Orwell, we hid Orwell from the channel. I didn't do my first vlog with Orwell until we rebuilt the engine. I mean, we bought the truck, put all new tires, brakes, pretty much every airline on it, new windshield frame, and on it went. And it wasn't until while we were all in the COVID era and I rebuilt the engine, that's when we started, and that's when Orwell took off. And I met some new friends recently that kind of said, I recommend that I might want to dip my toes back into my roots a little bit. Not forgetting where we are or what brought us this far. Because another somebody used to say years ago, you stick what brought you to the dance. But we were automotive first, and now we're trucking, and things have gotten really interesting recently, honestly. I apologize for the late time. Here in Wisconsin, it's almost 9:30, 9:25, or, 9:25. And, I was busy. I literally just got done emailing a couple quotes for some freight that we should be hauling pretty soon. It's just a formality, getting the paperwork out, accepted, and then boom, that's our freight. So that's awesome. I had somebody call me today about hauling another piece of equipment. So that's pretty good. We're getting ready to load up Black Dog and head west. I should be leaving here pretty soon. Not not going to get into my details of when and where I'm going and all this, that, and the other, but we're getting ready to roll pretty soon with another load. So we've been not so busy recently, and all of a sudden, boom, everybody wants me to get moving. So that's awesome. But I know a lot of guys are just getting on here. 275 people now. Don't forget, hit the like. Show 17. Really, got to get them likes up, guys. But I want to talk a little bit about the past and how it came. If you saw the thumbnail, you're going to see a pickup truck, a Ford crew cab, dent side, 4-wheel drive pickup truck, and that truck has a lot of story to it. That Impala sitting out there, that I backed into with Simone's truck back in the middle of summer, early summer, that I crumbled up the quarter panel in it. That car's got a cool story too. So I kind of think that'd be kind of cool to talk about as to why it happened, what happened, and how we got to where we are today. I thought that'd be something cool to talk about. Now, don't fear. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing. We're going to keep pushing on, working on Orwell. We're not losing sight of the goal. But ultimately, you know what? That's the other thing too we should talk about. Probably ought to write this down. Hey babe. Yeah. Would you mind going into the office and where I throw where my files are right now? There's a brand new blank piece of paper folded in half. Okay. That was It was a test print, so I could print off my laptop instead of the big machine. Can you get me that paper and a pen? Sure. This way I won't forget, because I have that habit sometimes. So we're gonna get to some comments here quick. I feel bad if I get too far back and lose track. Lance C gave a $1.99 super chat. Basically just gave a thumbs up. Appreciate that, Lance C. So let's scroll back some and see here. Oh, RC gave a $4.99 super chat. And also a thumbs up. Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, you guys just start off strong with the super chats. Yikes. DK617 says, make me a drink. I don't make drinks. I just pour them. I personally, I don't do the mixed drink type stuff. So let me write this down. 64 Ford truck stories. So I'll break that note down so I don't forget. See here, everyone says hello. Hi. YouTube monitors 1202 says hi from over the pond in the UK. Marine Corps Sergeant Tolan says hit the like, folks. That's right. Maricopia Flatbed says good evening from Arizona. We hope you didn't change Orwell's name. No, I kind of was like, how do we imply that it's like Orwell's bigger, better, more, like more of it, more capable, powerful, right? All of that, right? So obviously Orwell has to stick, but how do we imply bigger, better Orwell, right? How do you add to the name? Somebody come up with a cool idea of Morwell. I should have wrote that down, but somebody come up with Morwell. I thought that was pretty badass. So yeah, there we go. Joe Sylvie 8367 just poured me a Jack and Coke. I'm not sure what I want tonight. I'm not sure. Tonight might be a Black Label night tonight. How about that? How you think? Crown or Black Label Scotch? I don't have, there ain't enough bourbon in that bottle to last very long. So I think Black Label right here will do. That's the play. Evening to me and Jen. Thank you very much. Hi from Boston. I wait for the episode every week. I got to film one. We've been just knocking. Me and Jen have been absolutely slammed here getting work done. It sounds dumb, but the absolute last of the move got done like Well, I got one more day, but we got help coming for that. So thank God for that. But yeah, it's just been the last finishing up of establishing the rest of the plan of moving to this house. We had to move storage here as well. And we're not done with that yet. You should fix trucks and to hell with driving and just drive when you want to. That's Lance 07 for yada yada. Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Something got to pay the bills around here though. The YouTube channel has sadly been suffering. I've been unable to edit as quickly as I want. Most of what I've been doing with Black Dog, I cannot film. So that kind of, if you can't film everything you're hollering at, damn sure hurts the content. So that's the issue I have with that. Things are going to get better as I start doing more of my own stuff. Let's see here. We got going out with one I can't film, coming back with one I can, and then we'll be able to film what I just quoted, provided that works. I gave numbers. They said that my numbers are great. They'll take them. So we're good there. I just don't have the formal paperwork saying, yes, those are your loads. Once that's good, then excellent. But those I could film, obviously. Then I have another one I probably cannot. But then I got some more stuff coming after that. That's kind of, I'm not 100% yet. So I know I'm being very vague. There's reasons. Let's see here. YouTube Monitor says, how's Orwell getting along? We've been making progress on Orwell. I just love the old trucks. Remind me of back in the day, trucking up down the UK roads in the 80s and 90s. Again, we're working on what we can. Sadly, I was not in the shop, except for a couple in and outs. I wasn't able to work on Orwell at all. But I do have somewhere I have to be coming up soon, and that's kind of creating a time demand that I have to hurry up and get done. Someone says, nice collection of Bushmills. Yeah, there's both of these are Prohibition era or Prohibition recipe with the Peaky Blinders. This one is almost empty, and these two, one of them is older than the other. I wanted to keep one in case they stop making them. With the my older son got me hooked on the show Peaky Blinders, so this is the by order of Shelby Company Limited on the bottom there from the show. And so it's quite good. I actually like it, but the Prohibition recipe is, I think, 92 proof, where the regular one, the original, which not much in the bottle left, is 80 proof. So this is a little stronger and a little better. Let's see here. Wow, we are so behind on comments now. Yikes. We got more people coming in here. Another 100 people joined in. Yes, Orwell is going to be an absolute beast when he's done, for sure. Was that here? Samuel Letner says, hey, everyone, please keep me in your prayers. I have a viral infection plus dehydration. Just got out of the hospital because I'm sick. I'm on medicine right now for it. Well, glad you're out of the hospital. But yeah, that's, hate to see people hurting. It is what it is, but we'll definitely extend the prayer out to you for sure. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, 1976 says, I'm a Flyers fan too. Go Flyers. Jen is a diehard Flyers fan. She got me into it. I could take it or leave it, but in the modern world, truth be told, I prefer hockey over football at this point, and it's probably obvious why. Dr. Psyop says, hey, Steve and Jen, how's the new house doing? Doing good. Little odd and end things here and there got to handle. What else? Well, there's really not much to say about the place. We've just been busy, so I'm just kind of doing what I can. If I can't get everything done, then I can't get everything done, and that's just the way it goes. But so far, so good. I'm very happy when it comes to where we're living and everything, and what the plans are for the future. Future looks bright. So I'm happy with that. Of course, it could be better, but That's okay. Wouldn't know what to do with my life if I didn't have irons in the fire, right? Alrighty. Dr. Div says, don't you have plans drawn up for the new shop? Yeah, plan is new shop will go over that way against the railroad tracks. That way, I would prefer to have the shop on that side of the property. That when you're driving up to it, the shop is kind of like behind the house, and on this side of the house is more open and whatnot. There's a farm field that a farmer will most likely this year lease to farm the remaining acreage. So a little bit of passive income doesn't help, or doesn't hurt. I mean, it obviously helps. But yeah, there you go. Colin McKay 92. Hey Steve, just got your merch up to me from Canada. I do have some merch orders to process. I've got to set that up on this computer because the other one has to be physically put back together and then turn back on. I'm going to try like hell to get it done before I leave. If not, we'll get it done when I know. I know there's a handful of merch orders still sitting in there, and I've got to get to them. I'm well aware of it. So if you're waiting on shirts, I'm sorry. We do have them. We literally physically had to take that computer apart. So glad you're doing great, brother. Want to see you get more and more successful. We are trying. We do not give up ever. The posting like on my Facebook posts and stuff, never surrender. Believe me, I am not known for surrender. I'm not known for giving up. And some of what I want to talk about here a little bit is what that means. Like, why I'm, part of the automotive side of things, because I refuse to give up. Yeah, I don't want to give up. Featherfoot says, railroad beside your shop. Yeah, it's not a main line. It's still a bolted rail spur line. It used to be a main line back in the day. Up the road, there's an old depot. But that's unused. It's still there, but it's unused. Yeah, that used to be, I imagine, a main line, but that's a sub. That's a sub right now. So I don't know. I was going to say which one it was. I don't want to say that directly, but I mean, people can figure it out. But whatever. If you do, you probably need a better life. JM is 9ig. I don't know what that means. He asked a question that, no, I as a, oh, did you hit play and record? I'm sure you did. Thinking. No, that's too easy. I can't talk about a lot of stuff yet, but one day, I can't say that, I cannot stress this enough. One day, I will tell my complete and utter side of the story. Because it's going to have to happen that way. And that's that. Chris, he moved on. He's got a different job. I hope he's happy. But beyond that, that's about it. But it's out there. It's problems. But it's problems you deal with. That's it. I don't give up. Don't forget that. I don't give up. And what's worse is when I'm threatened, I'll make you do it. Somebody threatens me, you're going to have to do it. And if you take a shot and you miss, or you take a shot and it don't hit, then what? Hope you recorded that. Hey, Steve, some of Peaky Blinders was filmed in my hometown of Ellesmere Port, where we have a boat museum. You know, I actually looked that stuff up, if that was real or not. Apparently there was It wasn't like a big, huge, like a, Gambino crime family over there, Peaky Blinders, but they were, there was a street gang with that name on it, and apparently they got their name from the razors in their hats. So that was a little bit interesting. But the show was absolutely awesome. Oh, Tim Gentry's on here. What's up, Timmy? McGee Films is on here. How's it going? Midnight Cruisers. I heard several people screwed up and found himself a mechanic with no tools. Well, the tools aren't in my shop. I can't speak on anything beyond that, but the tools were removed from my shop, and that's that. I obviously didn't hold nothing back. So it is what, hey, it is what it is. I can't change that. Oh, Timmy's out there. Well, I don't know. I know he was in Arkansas. He was in Arizona, and then he flew back to Tennessee. I don't know if he's back in Arizona again or not, or if he's still moving something else big, because I know he had a delay. Yeah, I'll let Timmy speak on that. David Dish was a big fan of you, Steve. Appreciate that. It's the Constanza. So that's what happens when you FAFO. The FO always wins. Oh, it's killing me. I can't talk more about it because let me tell you something. When you take things, when you you boys are baiting me. You're baiting me over here. I know you're trying. Provider Grinds here. FSC. Chat Steve, what's food? Provider Grind checking in at Truck Life. All right, here he is. Hang on a minute. Provider Grind. Boom. Boom. Provider Grind is a moderator. He's one of the. As a matter of fact, I met Provider Grind in. Yeah, I met him in Arkansas first time. I was rolling through. I had a wide load on. I was driving Black Dog. Obviously, he was rolling through, and he got a CB. He's like, "Hey, FSC, FSC." I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "Hey, man, I want to talk to you. If you got a minute, pull over." So I whipped it in real quick off to the side, and he came running out of the truck. We're shooting the crap. I was telling him. Matter of fact, it was the first load with my new authority when I met him. It was in Little Rock, Arkansas, at Petro. I rolled up in there to get pork chop meal. So I ate that quick and got rolling. So yeah, but then I met him obviously at Matt's again, and he gave me that cigar. You would think, not Matt's, G-Bats. Oh yeah, he's terribly sorry there, Jeremy and Brian. But yeah, you would think I'd show up there with cigars. Nope. I didn't even think about it. So yeah. But that there it was. So yeah, he shared me a cigar and had a good old time over there. See here. Gentry and Son says, I'm sitting in Alabama on a load for Crystal and back to Arizona next week. And right underneath there, it's Crystal. Hey, I remember that. Yeah, I do too. It's, well, right there. Big thanks for Timmy and Crystal both for giving me that. Timmy's been pushing for a lot longer. I'm not going to lie. But Crystal is what put me over the edge as far as getting my own authority. And, we went out there to Arizona. We moved, we were going to move to Shadow. It turned out to be an issue. We brought the Canyon Explorer back to Florida. And that acid tested the crew pretty good. But it really proved something to me that these are the people that are successful for a reason. And what am I doing or not doing? And at that point, it was like, listen, you now have two good friends that are giving you advice that are very successful, way more successful than you. Take their advice, fool. So I did. Believe me, it's been a learning curve, but I love it. You know, I have the ability to do way more now than I did back then. And, but at the same time, you know, freedom has a price. And when you have complete, absolute freedom of what you do, you have the complete, absolute freedom to absolutely screw it up. Let's watch those pitfalls. But that's where I'm. I'm learning that. But so far, so good. My thing is, I just have to keep pushing on, keep my eye on the prize, press on with the goal. I've had a handful of other opportunities potentially pop up, which I've always got my ear out for opportunities and ideas and so on and so forth. We are still doing absolutely everything ourselves right now. It's just me and Jen. That's it. But that's going to change. Listen, eventually I'm going to have to. Listen, there's no. Excuse me. I don't have a choice. Eventually I need someone in that shop. Eventually I need someone driving the other trucks. When I'm driving Orwell, I'll have Black Dog open. And Elaine, actually, I ordered some parts for Elaine that just came in. So probably going to see Elaine move or be back in the shop and get some things that were taken off Elaine replaced. And then Elaine will start run drive again, and then we'll start pushing on working with that truck. Four State Trucks have been absolutely awesome with me and the opportunity that they gave me. I mean, holy crap. I mean, the opportunity's been awesome. By the way, still, you go to fourstatetrucks.com, chromeshopmafia.com, either one. Show up at Joplin, either one. Tell them Black Dog 10. That'll get you 10% off. Now, I do have other sales that usually run a little bit more than that on specific items. But Black Dog 10 will get you 10% off straight across the board. So use my promo code if you get down there to Four States or get on fourstatetrucks.com, Chrome Shop Mafia, and tell them FSC sent you. Them boys been hooking us up good. Great partners. Real easy to get along with. I love it. Oh, Grinding Gears is here. All right. What about Orwell BA? Christine Chaya says that. Is it BA? You mean like badass or BA like BA Baracus? I'll do the comments again. Went back a little bit there. Yeah, I still need to finish that fifth wheel slider, that Clarence 7 or 870. Still need to finish that. What about the boats? I don't really know what about the boats. The boats. You talking about Holland boats or my boat? Or there's another one I'm kind of stuck with. So, all right, let's get into some of the history of this that I wanted to talk about. So, like I said, FSC Trucking started the channel's first. What was the channel's first name? I think when I started the channel's first name was FestJack Speed and Custom Shop. And then I changed it to FSC Speed Shop. And then we changed it to FSC Trucking once the trucking took off. The original, well, all right, let's go way back because I know it sounds dumb, but we'll go way back here. I have my list here. If you guys got any other questions, I'll try to read it out here. Bad Attitude Baracus. Yeah, but he was my favorite. Hannibal Smith was my second favorite. Then Murdoch. I don't know. Hannibal and Murdoch were probably close for 2 and 3. But I like BA's attitude. Hannibal had a different kind of attitude, and Murdoch was just straight up crazy. But there's some coolness with the crazy. Kind of, you got to respect that. Face Man, I know a guy like Face Man. Good guy, but Face Man was not my favorite. But I like this Corvette, though. Brian Pollock with the $10. Love the content. Respect how much you work your ass off to be successful. And it's very successful watching you. Tim, Crystal, and Shimon. We're grinders. We work our asses off. We have goals. We have big dreams. And the only way you're going to achieve any goal is... Oh, man, I was just watching Daily Driven Exotics the other day. I started watching them a little bit. Oh, I need to talk about that. All right. Just wrote a quick list down there. So I know who you are, Trucking Life. I hear about you enough. I don't. I'm not gonna say bad things about you, but I know who you know, and we'll leave it at that. But I got no beef with you. I just know who you know, and that it is what it is. Anyway, Trucking Life says, "Hey Steve, been watching you a while. I'm a YouTuber. I create similar content, working in trucks, vlogs. Would appreciate some feedback. Check me out, and can use help to get out there in YouTube land." All right. So, long time ago, believe it or not, it was a long time ago, after I got out of the Air Force, met a woman, got married, and then my oldest son was born. And, well, actually, we got married after he was born, just to be more accurate with things. But I guess, does it matter? Probably not. Wasn't the best relationship on planet Earth, but it had its moments where it could have been, should have been, but it wasn't. But I had kids. She had a son that was older than when I met her. She had a kid, and he was a good dude, good kid. He was like, I don't know, he's like 1 year old. And I took him on as my own. I probably never talked about this before, to be honest. So we got married and we bought a little house in Pennsylvania, and that was that's, I guess, where trouble started prior to that, I guess. But anyway, I tried to hold on as long as I could. It just wasn't flying. It wasn't working as well as I wanted to. But in that time period, before Matt was born, so there was an older one. I'm not going to say his name, but it was an older one. And then there was my oldest. He's on the channel every now and again, very rare. I've said his name only because somebody had threatened him that we're not going to say his name. But my oldest son was, when me and my ex split up, he was probably like around 9 years old, somewhere in that range. Matt was like 1. But at the time period, living in Pennsylvania and dealing with the snow, northeast Pennsylvania, Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area, a little bit further down, sometimes it would get pretty snowy up there, and four-wheel drive was just a lot easier to deal with because the roads were pretty rough, and the house we had a fairly long driveway. And there was an access road next to the driveway, but nobody would plow it. Finally, I complained to the powers that be enough to get that access road plowed because it wasn't mine. It wasn't on my property. But they would eventually plow that. But my driveway was actually longer than this one. So shoveling was not possible. It was gravel and pain in the ass. So literally, we had an 89 Suburban, two-wheel drive that was my dad's. He bought brand new. I still have it. In fact, it's in that garage. Two-wheel drive. I mean, we used to have to put snow chains on this thing just to get it up the driveway. So eventually I bought I don't even know where I got it from. Oh, no, sorry. I don't know where they got it from. I bought it from a used car lot in a little south of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. So I'm thinking, not Kunkletown, somewhere south of there. Oh, it was a little north of Allentown. If you're going up the northeast extension of PA Turnpike, come 1 or 2 exits north. Somewhere in that range, in that general area is where I found this thing. Who's seen, let me, real quick in the comments here, who's ever seen the movie Joe Dirt? Now, I'm 48 years old, so that should give you a rough idea on this story I'm going to tell you. Here, let me see. Who's watched the movie Joe Dirt? Let me see this here. No, I don't think it was FSC Speed Shop First Their Alcohol. I could be wrong. I really don't remember 100%, but it could be. All right, anybody? Yep, here we go. Here's the joke. Here we go. The fans of Mr. Dirte. Remember the scenes where he's hanging around and they're reading it? They're like always walking around and reading like Auto Trader or something along that line. And he's talking about all these different cars he wants and stuff like that. Well, in Northeast Pennsylvania, there used to be a paper shop. And paper shop was mostly cars. You could buy like used washing machines and stuff like that on there. And we would hang out with a buddy of mine, ironically named Chris, obviously different Chris, owned a place called Sideline Automotive. And we would hang out in his shop and we would just, his dad owned a deli around the corner. So we'd go up in there and we'd buy, it was like $1.99 or something. We'd go buy the paper shop. And we would just hang out after hours and just sit in that shop. And like the 3-4 of us, we sit there paging through our paper shop and just looking through it, just like Joe Dirt, just eyeballing all this used stuff on there. And every now and again, we would just, no, not in Scranton, it was close. Well, yeah, it's Monroe. Well, where was it? Yeah, technically the house is in Monroe County. So, anyway, we were always looking and reading the paper shop over there, and that was something. It was just every now and again, my buddy Chris be like, "Hey, oh McGee Films." He goes, "I missed the paper shop." I guess he's from the same region. So I went over there, and lo and behold, he would like find something he wanted to buy, and that'd be that. $10. Big Dog Gaming says, "Love your stuff. It's great watching your trucking content. Ever since my dad passed away, I've had a special connection to it. He drove a CL9 9000. How I found FSC trucking. Keep up the awesome work." Well, the pool is a disaster. We had a problem in there, and I can show it to you, but you don't want to see it. We got to take more water samples to the pool place to figure out how I messed it up. I will talk about that in the future, perhaps. Finding out that indoor pools in the cold sweat, and it's been taking paint with the sweat, so it rains in there, and that rain kind of wrecked the pool a little bit. So we're working on it. We're obviously gonna have to insulate that room better and work on it. I don't know. Some people say I should. Shimon was telling me I should do like a live from the pool, and I was kind of like, man, I don't know. It seems like a, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it'd be the fun thing to do, I think. No, I never showed the pool. So anyway, the paper shop is how we found a 1975 Ford F-250. Grinding Gear says, "No, not the infamous pool." And I've caused so much crap about that pool. But you know what? We enjoy it. We did until I wrecked it. Well, long story short, I cleaned the room. I tried to spray all that crap off the walls and the ceiling. And of course, the ceiling's above the pool, so the crap lands in the pool and made it yucky. So the filter's got to work on it, and I probably got to put more chemical in it to fix it. So it is what it is. We'll get it there. So yeah, no pool video yet. We will in the future, just not right now. Obviously it's heated. That's why it's sweating. It's been cold in Wisconsin. Jared Spear 8140 emailed me, feszczak@gmail.com. That's FESZCHAK at shop, SHOP, at gmail.com. That's my email. Hit that email, because we definitely got to talk, because I need help. OTR Bandit's here. He said, "What's going on, everybody?" So the only thing we need to do is boom and boom. There we go. OTR Bandit's now a moderator. Excellent. All right, we had Auto Trader West Virginia area, LOL. There we go. So, paging around in this Auto Trader, wanting a 4-wheel drive pickup and a crew cab one too. Because bear in mind, at the time, I'm married, got two sons. Well, her oldest son and then my oldest son, and we for sure figured we needed a crew cab 4-wheel drive. And I've always had a black 79 dent side Ford 2-wheel drive I used to play with when I was in the Air Force. You know, one of those things you thought you were badass, but you really weren't, but you thought you were. And it was fun. So I always liked that dent side Ford truck. In fact, we like it so much that my sons love that truck too. So my buddy Chris, we went down there to haul this. Well, he grabbed his rollback wrecker. We drove down there. He grabbed, I paid the lady for the truck. They paid like $700 for this thing. It had a 360 in it, 360 Ford, the FE motors, if you know them, and it had a C6 transmission with the FE bell housing. If you know anything about them Fords, the bell housings were not always removable off the transmissions to change them out. So, being it was a FE motor and a C6 transmission with the FE bell housing, it was kind of hard to find replacement parts for some of this crap. But there's something wrong with that transmission. So anyway, we towed it home. The motor was shot. So this guy we knew him as Chucky. Yes, it never had a dehumidifier. We'll talk about the pool. We'll talk about I guess we'll talk about this freaking pool. Ay. So, but not right now. That's not what the purpose of this live is. But yes, I do need help with the pool. I need to buy a dehumidifier. I want to insulate the room, and on and on. So, yeah, and the paint was coming off the wood because I think they schlepped a coat of paint on it before they sold it, which I would have done too. And I don't think the paint adhered to the wood very well, and it dripped into the friggin' pool. So, it's creating an issue. Yes, I would probably get some inflatable ducks because I think that'd be funny. We're not putting in a ramp for them, though. Anyway, back to the Ford. So, I got a used engine from this guy Chucky's dad, and he sold me that engine. We put it in there, and I quickly found out my transmission had this weird problem. When we run it, put it in gear, it initially wouldn't go in gear. You'd have to idle for like 10 minutes for the pump to pick up enough pressure to put it in gear. But if you rev the hell out of it, you could get moving in maybe 1 minute, but you had to rev the crap out of it. So that's what we did. And that was our truck. We drove it around. I wound up putting all new brakes on it, new tires. We put a little bit of money into this thing. And that's what we drove around. And it originally was a crash and rescue truck for Harrisburg Airport. So it's a 75 model year truck. When I bought it, it still had the Harrisburg Airport emblem on the side, but a welder did buy it for a little while, used it because it had a generator in it, took the generator out, and then sold it, I guess, to that used car lot. And then they sold it to me. So that's how that played out. So we ran that thing for a while, and I've talked about this in the past. Like, I drove that truck everywhere. I put a lot of miles on this thing. Long story short, we wound up... Oh, Mylan Lortz is here, too. Here we go. We'll make Mylan a moderator, too. Mylan went to high school with me. He's a year or two younger than me, but yeah, he went to high school with me. But either way, we drove the thing around for a while. I mean, I towed my old camping trailer. Well, okay, we're fast forwarding many years. We towed my travel trailer with that thing. I drove it. I had it out here in Wisconsin. What the hell happened? I think it dropped a valve or something. I don't remember what happened to it. I remember I had to take one head off, and the head got done. We put it back together. I drove it to New Jersey, picked up my trailer. It was at my mom and dad's house at that time. And then we went down to Florida. We went to Fort Lauderdale. And there's a bunch of pictures on my Facebook, if you go way back, on, it's a photo album on Florida trip or something. It was 2008. And my sister at the time, well, my sister still, but at that time, she took pictures of the truck going down the road, going down the interstate, I-95 in Florida, towing my travel trailer. And that was badass. That's what we did. Over the time, the truck fell in disrepair and I never fixed it. And it started losing oil pressure at an idle, and I lost count of how many used engines I cycled through that thing. Because when I was snow plowing with it, man, I beat the ever loving hell out of that thing. I'm not gonna lie, like I beat the hell out of that thing, especially snow plowing. Just heard my phone go off. Hope that's the pool guy. Check my email real fast. Yes, okay, cool. Let me star that. I will get to you after. I will read your email after the live there, Jared. Thank you much. We need to talk about that pool for sure. So anyway, I put a snow plow on it. Did a lot of plowing with it. One year it saved Christmas plowing. A lot of cool stories with that truck, and I still have it. It's in the thumbnail. The picture I took was when I brought it here. I backed it down in the driveway, and that's where I took that picture. So, but yeah, we still have it. I want to one day get to it, though. That's the thing. Like that truck was fun, and I want to get to it, and I will in the future, I'm sure. But I'm so busy, like it kind of worries me. Like, am I ever going to get to these damn things? I mean, we talked in my channel's early days about boat goals. Anybody remember those? I've just been so stupid busy, and things are supposed to get easier, and they just didn't. Well, there's reasons they didn't, I guess, but things started to break loose. Things were getting better, and then boom! Took what felt like a punch to the jaw. And it set us back on our heels a little bit. Financially, it damn sure set me back on my heels. But we press on, as always. So that's kind of the story of the blue Ford truck. Now, when I was in high school, hope Shimon's still on here. Because he comes from, well, maybe I don't talk about that. Shimon, if you want to talk about the industry you were in prior to trucking. I'll watch for him, see if he wants to talk about it. Anyway, in high school, started, you're listening to music and this, that, and the other. And that's when I started to see lowriders. So a lot of kids, when I was in school, they lower their cars. And at that time, when I was a kid in high school, when they would lower their cars, they'd also put really small wheels. So you started seeing like the really big dished wheels, but small wheels, like 13-inch wheels, really big dished out, and thin tires. That was the East Coast style. And then I started seeing this West Coast lowrider trend with, there you go. Okay, so grinding gears, Shimon, he comes from the music industry. So he knows of some pretty big players from back in the day. And one of the coolest thing I ever saw watching MTV was when Dr. Dre released the Chronic album, and the videos. All right, we're gonna have to text. I got a phone call. Email me. I'll read it quick. Oh yeah. Or call. Oh wait, where's Jen's phone?
What?
Call Jen's phone.
Who is it?
Somebody called me,
Okay.
which I probably need to answer, but I'm in the middle of a live, so I gotta. So yeah, where are we going with this? Yes, I started seeing the West Coast style lowriders, and being a kid in Jersey, you just never saw that before. And I thought that was cool as hell. So there's Dr. Dre in a 6'4" Impala, 13-inch 100 spokes with white wall tires, hopping and stuff, and I'm like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I always wanted one. And then one day, oh yeah, Shimon goes, that way they don't think you're referring to the adult film industry. No. You knew he knew some people in that scene out there. But on the East Coast, we never saw anything like that, or at least I never did. I thought it was the coolest thing. Problem was, in those days, you'd get clowned if you admit you liked it. Not fair, but that was the time it was. So one day I'm out there in Atlanta, and let's be honest, Marketplace, it's today's paper shop. You just scroll through that thing, and you know you shouldn't, but you do. Next thing you know, you're coming home with a 1964 Chevrolet because you one day want to make it a lowrider. Now, remember I was talking about me, my ex-wife, my sons? Well, Matt was like a year old when me and her split up. And things weren't going so good for my sons as I was promised. So, what most people don't realize is when I got custody of Matthew, my oldest was already moved out and gone on in life to bigger and better things. But Matthew was still stuck in a very bad environment with bad people and neglect. We'll leave it at that. I'm not here to trash her. Grinding Gears says we should do a collab in the studio. I still have connections. Dude, I got all kind of ideas for songs, but I don't know how to put music to words. So, you know what I mean? I got all kind of ideas. Maybe we should try to figure something out. So, George Mitchell, I don't get what you're saying. You know my name's not Chris, so what are you trying to get at there? Anyways. So like I said, go back in time. I fought not one, but two full-blown custody battles to get. First time was both my sons, and I lost. And it wasn't because of anything I did. At the time, woman I was dating decided to, take off in the middle of it. And that was a problem. So being a full-time truck driver, what are you going to do? So I lost the first one. So things didn't get any better. In fact, they got worse because now that's the problem is once you let people think they can walk on you, they do. And full advantage was taken. So I said, I have to do something, and how am I going to get off the road? So my idea was I was going to try to buy, fix, and sell cars. So that was the idea of my shop. So FSC being a custom shop became a thing where I was motivated by West Coast choppers, the West Coast choppers of cars. Here, come here for a minute. I got to whisper in here. Oh, I'll come to you. Hang on. We'll call her and make sure everything's fine. So anyways, that was the idea. The idea was to try to get at least, the truck was at least paid off. And the idea was to let that stake the shop and try to get me off the road. At least get it to where I was driving part-time or half the time. And the idea with the 64 was to actually get it to run and drive it around and put the hydraulics in it. Well, I stopped. I got it. I got the engine running, got it running good, in fact, put all new brakes on it, new fuel tank, sending unit, all of that whatnot, got it running great. Patched up the holes in the floorboards because it was a rusty car, still is. And I drove it around everywhere. And that was a week ago when I posted that video. So I just drove the car around a lot. So wound up, due to a radio show in Florida, we kind of nicknamed the car Cricket Caper, and that's its name, so we're calling it that. And I never got to it, and well, I was driving around, I should say. It was kind of like the bar car, which is kind of a cool car. Listen, you go to a bar driving a 64 Impala on 100 spokes, people are going to want to talk to you. You know, it is what it is. It's just a conversation starter. It's a rusty pile of crap, but it was a cool car. Who else is driving those around? But, you know, matter of fact, I was still driving it around when me and Jen met. But the car's been moved from here to there to here. And I still kind of get aggravated that I never got to do what I wanted to do with that car. So that's kind of the thing with that car where it's like, again, I'm stubborn and I never surrender, but I I don't want to get rid of the dang things because I feel like if I do, I give up. I feel if I get rid of them, first of all, if I sell them, I ain't gonna get crap for them. They ain't worth much. Number one, number two, if I give up on it, then I give up. It don't cost a lot of money to sit here. So hell with it. I read the comments here. Take turns gaming says, see a lot of colored liquor. Not a fan of vodka or gin or anything else.
It's nothing serious, but.
All right, hang on. I gotta take this call real fast.
No, just to read the message.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
oh, what's got nothing to do with me then?
No,
Okay.
I was just letting you know.
Oh, all right. Yeah,
and
yeah.
I dialed somebody else the same thing
Oh, did you?
first.
Oh, you called right. Okay. That's funny. I got old scotch, whiskey, bourbon. I don't even know what that nonsense is over there.
I think it's margaritas.
Someone's blowing up my text now. Yay. Anyway, so that's kind of the thing. Did you take Jen on a date in Cricket Caper? Quite a few times. Jen wouldn't drive the car. She loved riding in it. But she didn't.
I ain't trying to drive that car.
No, she ain't trying to drive that car. That thing is quite cantankerous.
Remember?
Listen, Dayton's, well, they're not Dayton. They're actually China wire. They're not actual for real Dayton's, but they're Dayton style wire wheels with the adapters. The knockoffs. You know, you need the lead hammer to tighten the spinner because the spinner is the lug nut that holds it on. It's one giant nut. You put the adapter on the car, then you put the rim, then you tighten the spinner, and there's lefts and rights. You can't mess that up. So, but anyway, Jen loved the car, but it's cantankerous, but it's dished out so deep. Man, if you've got an imbalance in your brakes, and that's drum brakes, so it's easy to do, and you have to stop hard, you better get a grip on that steering wheel because it'll sizzle right through your hand and turn real quick.
Remember Matt drove it to school for a little bit?
Oh, yeah, that was cool. Matthew, when he went to school, he used to drive it to school, which literally was a couple blocks. And, but photography, there was a bunch of photography, or there was a photography class at the high school, and they would go out, and there was, I remember when I was messing around with Auto Club over there with the kids, when Matt was still there, Matt had me walk into school. He's like, Dad, photography club. There's 5 pictures on the wall. 5 different students used your car. And like they like took close-up pictures of like the emblem. There's not a Chevrolet emblem on the grill. It's in script. You know, big Chevrolet in script in the grill. And there was like some close-up pictures of the script where it's a Chevrolet in the grill or the headlights, the dual round headlights or just the back tail lights coupled with the wheels. Like photography club, like they liked that car. Like there were 5 different students that had 5 different pictures of that car. And they were all in the walls all over the school. I was like, wow, check that out.
I did drive the Cougar though.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the Cougar.
Okay.
I have too many cars. Well, I don't have too many. I just don't have enough to run. It got easy just going to go buy them on credit. But fact was, when I didn't have credit, it was old cars or no cars. You either worked on them or you walked. That's how it was for a great many years.
Oh.
I got it right here. A black label on it today.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the. What are you doing?
I'm gonna crawl.
What are you trying to get? Jen just got out the shower. She ain't really like dressed, so she doesn't want to be on camera.
Oh, I got my jammies.
What are you looking
on.
for? Yeah, we don't want to
Crown.
be seen in Jan. All right, I'll give you some crown. We'll give you this. We'll give you this one here.
Which one? The train station?
Take him to the train station. To the guy that lives next to the railroad.
Yeah. This is the train station. Don't nobody show up
Choo
here.
choo. Chugga 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 chugga. Choo choo. major pain there. Okay, I'm an idiot. Leave me alone. So that's kind of the story of the two cars over there that I wanted to talk about, and the fact that I started thinking about a lot of stuff. Chad Boringay, you're probably one of the guys waiting on shirts. We're talking about that. We had a major incident where my big computer, not the laptop, my big computer had a catastrophic problem to where we literally physically had to take it apart, like physically. So I've got to either fix that computer or get on that with this computer, which I literally just started messing with that today. In fact, I was just talking about just prior to this, I had to get this thing to be able to print so I could email some quotes for loads. So it became a problem. Losing that big computer was a massive problem. Not unovercomable, but a massive problem. So I know I was saying earlier, there are a couple of people that have ordered shirts, say about a week ago, we're getting to them. If it ain't going to be tomorrow, it's going to be pretty soon. I just got to get this machine to function fully with the system we got. Then I'll have the time to put the other one together because I need assistance on people to. My oldest son is very good with computers. He's very good with computers. In fact, he knows a lot. He knows his way about those. He knows his way around those weird websites too that create problems. But he's real good. With that being said, I need a little bit of help with him. So once I actually put the computer back together, I'm gonna need help to like make it run again. But this one works good. So ultimately, so all right. So we moved here. We got this place, and I had most of my cars. You know, I don't have a lot of nice cars. I got a lot of crappy ones.
They got potential.
But they got potential. So, and I won't give up. So, whatever. They'll rot in the field. Hey, call me an iron farmer. Red Jaguar, my daughter wants to buy me a Godfather shirt when you get them back. We got plenty of them. We got Godfather shirts in all sizes, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we ordered a lot for G-Bats. We still got a lot of them. Godfather shirts we got.
Maybe we can get on.
Cold Terp says, what's up with the square body, Steve? With that, I'll ask, which one? There are 3. Right? 3 square bodies? The big one, the little one, and the
black one, the green one,
no, the other one they
and the
put.
blue one.
One's a Suburban, there's 2 pickup trucks.
Well, that's not a.
It's a square body Suburban.
Well, they're probably talking about square body.
Well, there's 2 square body.
Pickup
There's
trucks.
two square body pickups.
Well, how's a Suburban a square body? Just because it's square? I don't
It's
know
that-
anything about
It's
cars.
that style. It's that style of truck.
Okay.
That style of truck they call
Okay.
square body. Oh, the short bed. Yeah,
The blue.
yeah, the blue one.
The
Yeah.
one we just moved.
The bluish one that we just moved. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that. If I was going to let one go, I'd probably let that one go, honestly. But I got ideas for that, too. See, Matt, when he gets out of the Marine Corps, he's going to come up here, most likely, and we got work for him up here. My idea was let the Marine Corps send him to diesel school so he actually has paperwork backing up that he can work in the shop, and he could work for me. He's also old enough to drive truck, so why can't he drive truck, work in the shop, pilot car, whichever?
People are asking, where's Mr. Beefy?
Mr. Beefy is the same place everything else is.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're asking. I don't know.
Right, well, I'm not going to be exactly definitive exactly where everything's sitting. Well, it's not hard to figure out. But, yeah, we still got Mr. Beefy. He ain't got nowhere. Yeah, Guns and Gear says we got to meet up for beers on the bikes again, brother. Yeah, we do. It's pretty damn cold recently, but
Who's that?
the guy we met at the bar, it was a fan. We went to the
They were
campground.
intense.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, him.
Hello.
One day, you know what? One day I ought to just. I ought to just invite his ass up to the house one day.
It was cold coming back from there.
It was cold. Yeah, well, we had fun that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, one of these days I was going to holler at you, be like, yo, man, get your ass up here. Just don't show up without me knowing about it. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's been a problem. Some people I've seen recently have had problems with people driving by their house, taking pictures of their house, and this ain't the place for that. This ain't the place for that. So if anybody has been, don't. And if you are, I'll tell it to you again. Because you think for 1 minute that I've worked this hard to let somebody just take it, you're out of your tree. In fact, if you ever take everything this man lives for, you'll find out that he's got no more reason to be around. He might give you something. When the cricket caper gonna Daylight 44:57 is when is cricket caper gonna be escort certified?
That would be funny.
That is not a bad idea. I've said that before, actually. Tracy Miller said I graduate in 95. Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
No, I gotta be careful because people like to try to
like
dig into your personal life, which I think at this point, whatever. You want my blood type too?
I don't even know my blood type is.
You did 3 times for me every time. Let's see what you mean by that there. So we go to we got any Buffalo Trace over here? Yeah, a trace.
A very small trace.
We got a trace of Buffalo Trace, thanks to somebody who shall not be named.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
One day I went to sleep early and drank a little bit of Buffalo Trace, and then another night Habish drank a little more Buffalo Trace. And next thing I know, where's my Buffalo? Oh, she left me.
You drank most
I'll
of it.
show it to you.
You drank most of it.
This is what she left me.
I left them some.
A whiff. I don't even think that would fill a shot glass.
Sorry, you want me to finish it then?
Do you want to? They'll chug it from the bottle. Heff it. Why dirty a glass? Oh, I already gave you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's over there.
Oh, it's still brown liquor. You're right. Yeah, you don't want to mix. I was thinking you mix stuff up. That's bad news.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, well, you get sick that way.
Yeah, I know. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
well, I don't think there's much difference between bourbon and like you're not drinking white liquor and brown liquor. It's just brown liquor. Yeah, so did somebody else who used to live here. Somebody else, my wife does the same. Leave it just enough. Yeah, another little SOB never watered it down, but
I've never done that.
no, but he hey.
No,
It was on the bar. It was available. I didn't tell him he could, but you know how kids are. They do anyway. Kids.
I would never ruin alcohol like that.
No, he would.
I'll just leave you a strong sip left. That's about all.
Hey, I never condoned it, but hey, you know what I mean. The kids sneak crap out when they're
when their parents are
when
asleep.
their parents are sleeping,
And
or
dad's out of town.
and when dad's out of town. And dude, the funniest story ever was me and you dragging him out of a strip club.
Oh yeah,
That was funny.
Story.
That was full blown Tony Soprano all day. If there ever was a time I was like Tony Soprano, that was the time. I dragged him almost by his neck.
And not because
We had to pay the cover charges to get in there to go get the little son of a gun. And I wasn't even mad that he was in a strip club. I was mad that he owed me money. He was late for dinner too. Jen made him dinner, and he just dipped out. He never showed up.
Turned his phone off.
Turned his phone off and all of that. Well, his one buddy dimed him out because buddy knew better.
He don't want to mess with Steve.
When I show up and I knock on the door and he goes, "Oh, Mr. Festrex
here's
here."
where he is. Here's the address.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, he's at the club. I go, "What club?" And he tells me. I'm like,
The club.
I call Jen. I'm like, told him where he's at. So I roll up, pick up Jen, and I roll up to the club. You got to picture. I roll up, I park right in front of the door in the black Mercedes, leave it running.
As our dinner is getting cold.
As our dinner is getting cold. Matter of fact, Brock was with him.
He was.
So I come walking in, and Brock and his one other buddy was standing out. They were hanging out, just shooting the crap. And then there's Matt acting like big pimp player, you know, sitting with this one
I don't know.
B, and just like, you know, he wasn't making it rain, but he had a couple. And I walk in there, he just looks at me. He's just sitting there like this, and I just walked up to him and I looked at this one dancer, and I asked how many lap dances it would take to get me paid back. I said it in different words, so I got to clean it up. She looks at me like, what? I'm like, you, up, let's go. And just looks at me. I'm just like, dude.
How embarrassing for him.
And then he starts yelling at Jen, and then Jen's screaming at him in the vestibule area, like between the two doors when you walk in the club, there's the two doors. So he starts yelling and screaming in there, and I just like, in the car, let's go. And I just like open the back door, I just like shove him in the car and slam it.
And lied like kids
He
do.
lied a lot. He lied like a rug.
Just like kids do.
Oh my God. Good times. Oh, we look back at it now.
We'll still lie about it to this day.
Oh, we still pissed ourselves laughing. It's so damn funny.
It is funny. It wasn't funny that day, but.
Take Terms Gamer says you need an AMG. Talk about the Mercedes. Dude, the last day at G-Bats, we were parked outside, and I never seen one before. Like, I've heard of them. I knew about them. Never saw one. Dude rolled up in a white Maybach. Never saw one in my life. Swear to God, never saw one.
I was impressed by the back seat.
I'm like, can I look at that? He's like, yeah. So he opened up the car. He showed Jen. Of course, Jen's looking at me like, wouldn't mind having one of these. And I'm like, it'll be a while.
That's all right. I can wait.
Well, that's why I bust our ass. Was that the one you seen at G-Bats? Yeah, that was an AMG. That was a Maybach. Saying it right, Maybach. I'm not sure I pronounce it properly. And look, I'm a Rick Ross fan, so I pronounce it the same, I guess, as he does.
Maybach music, ain't that what it's?
Yeah, I think the car is Maybach though. Is it Maybach or Maybach? Somebody tell me. I guess I could Google it, but what fun is that?
It's not. I love
AMGs are badass. I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't have an AMG shirt. Oh, I thought you were getting a baby.
No, the teddy bear does.
Yep, the teddy bear.
You bought it for me.
Yeah, but the teddy bear.
Yeah, because Steve. He's got one shirt and he loves it. And...
Yeah, Grogu has a Flyer shirt and an AMG shirt. True story.
But the AMG shirt's a little small on him, a little snug.
Grinding Gears says black folks say Maybach.
That's
like,
what I just said, Maybach
yeah.
music, so...
That's what he says, Maybach, but...
Maybach music.
Yeah,
like
exactly. What do you want from me?
I'm just saying.
So, oh my God, we are long-winded with these stories, I'll tell you. So, I'm sorry, again, I apologize. I fired off this live late, but we were stupid busy. And we got 357. We never even broke 400 on this live, but...
I think it did, but I'm not sure.
Nah, I don't think so. But that's okay. These are the hardcore guys. Plus the ones that'll watch later and the two that'll record it.
And, never mind.
Yeah, we know who they
I
are.
don't even want to know. I don't really care.
You know who.
I know who, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Why did somebody come on and say that?
No, I did. I was busting chops. I told him, make sure you're recording. Because I got questions, so I answered them as best as I could without dancing.
Mm.
Then I said, make sure you're recording this. The ones up here, not the ones down there. Right?
Right.
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 Dude, John Halloran says, recently the classic car show was a 1913 Hudson. Had to prime each of the cylinders and hand crank to start it. Go way back in my videos. Okay, go way back. Long time ago. When we were car show. Contour d'Elegance was in Milwaukee, and we got invites to go because of the channel. I rolled up in a Harley Davidson. Nicest thing we had. This is back when we used to go to exotic car garage parties because of friends of mine. Man, that was a weird time. So I might have lost one or two friends over politics. I guess they weren't really true friends. But I guess other guys can still be friends with that guy because his wife doesn't mind it because that guy owns a Lamborghini and I don't. But either way, garage party days back in the day. Fun times. I actually miss those. I
They
really
were
do.
kind of fun.
I really do.
These are people we met through a car show
A car show.
the high school.
Well, let's tell that story. Let's tell that story.
Go ahead and,
So, matter of fact, let's dive into that because my next note was DDE hauling. No, I won't be hauling for them, but it's motivation. I've often said many times that if I started watching, so I started watching a lot of YouTube in time, and I started liking a bunch of channels. And one channel I used to watch a lot of was Daily Driven Exotics. And I started going way back in their channel and watching the early stuff up to, at the time, the present. And at the time, the guy that ran that channel, Damon Fryer, he talked a lot about how to succeed in life and how to push on and gave ideas and so on. In fact, I sell my merch through Shopify. How did I know about Shopify? Daily Driven Exotics, Damon Fryer. But the video I love the most, I tell people all the time, you Google, you search it on YouTube, it's 3 principles I use to make millions. And in that video, he's talking, he's walking around the Ferrari Scuderia, and he's talking about how to succeed, meaning like if a goal of yours is to own one of these exotic cars, you'll find out that go talk to somebody that's got one. How did you get this car? How did you, obviously you have some money. How did you obtain this car? And like, what did you do? How did you do it? On, and just ask questions. And most people with these cars, unlike the way it was when I grew up in New Jersey, in most other places other than, buttholes from Jersey, they'll tell you. And use that as motivation. And then they'll also tell you how you can improve on what you're doing and maybe give you opportunities or ideas or just, and one thing he was talking about is like networking and like, you talk to this person, you talk to that person, and you get a little piece of information here, a little piece of information there, and then you can put 2 and 2 together, which is why I wrote DDE hauling over here because it's part of it. But one of the things he said was he's talking about how to start a channel, and a lot of people, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I will.
I don't know.
Well, you know how some of the guys, us quote big YouTubers, which I don't see myself as, but I guess I kind of am, but I didn't intend it. Well, I guess I did, but I don't see myself that way. Straight up, I don't. They'll say a lot of guys, the big YouTubers are fake. Listen, the guy you see on the channel is the guy you meet on the street, okay? I don't change my voice. I don't act any different. My trucks are my trucks. My cars are my cars. Jen is Jen. I am me. My sons and me are my sons. And there's no fakeness here.
And you're real fans.
For real. Yeah, my real fans know that. I think people that used to talk crap about me are starting to actually see that I am who I am. Like, I'm not playing. I don't play that game. But that's one of the advice that David Fryer gave in that video, is you have to be your real self because you have to repeat who you are on video after video after video. I'll give you an example. Look at James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano. Watch season 1. Watch the very first video on season 1, and then go to the last season and watch the last episode. They don't even sound the same. James Gandolfini always sounded the same when he was just James Gandolfini. But his fake Tony Soprano accent changed from season 1 all the way to season 7. Didn't even sound, by the time the last few seasons were out, he didn't even sound real. He sounded terrible. Grounded Gear says he became a big YouTuber when he got a heated pool. See? I catch crap about that damn pool.
Don't talk about it.
which we love, huh?
Except we don't need to talk about that whole.
I told I kind of ruined it, but didn't ruin it. I had to fix something, but I wrecked something else.
All right, well,
Yeah, but somebody else specializes in the indoor pools, and he emailed me. I already started. One of my subscribers.
Okay.
So now we got good advice coming.
Okay.
See?
All right.
I talked about it just enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Hush. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna-
Alcohol, so I know exactly who you are. No worries. Yeah, man, most guys know that. And that's where I got it from. That's where I took a lot of early YouTube advice, and that's where I got the stones to open up a channel. And I do not smoke inside, but I have had, actually, since we've been here, I've had one cigar. It was outside.
Yeah, when it was still nice out.
It was still warm out, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the, hey, babe,
yeah.
listen to the comment. It's the Constanza. And this is exactly what I said the other day.
Okay.
He said, you should doll up the indoor pool room and dress it up like Tony Montana's pool room from Scarface. Did I not say that
Yeah.
like a week ago?
Like
or less than a
2
week
days
ago? 2 days ago. I need to find that statue where it's got the angels holding it up. It says, the world is yours.
Actually, we were in the pool. We were talking.
We were in the pool when I'm talking. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, so, but no, that's where the channel idea started from. And I don't even know if the guy has the channel. Let me look real quick. There was a guy that hauled the Hummer. When DDE did the Hummer, he hauled it out of Canada across the border. I don't even know if these guys still have their channel or not. Let me look. Give me a second here, guys. Oh, no, that's... Oh, no. I don't even know if they're around anymore. Let me pause this. What? They didn't put it on there? Babe, remember that guy I used to talk to back in the day? I started my channel, and he had some medical problems. It was Canada. He hauled a Hummer for DDE.
No, I don't.
Oh, here we go. The channel changed. That's why. Videos. When's the last time he did a video? The last video was 3 years ago.
Oh.
Last live they did was 4 years ago.
Mm.
The channel's name was Coastal Auto Reaction. CAR, the car guys. Big Easy and Bobo. They had this cool ass Dodge truck. They're Canadian. They were up, anyway, he hauled a Humvee for DDE. That's how I heard of these guys. And that's part of what they talked about was taking a risk and gambling and trying out. So I got all kind of ideas for tattoos. I want to finish up this song, but I got all kind of ideas. But it ain't gonna be the trucks. Maybe on this song, but this song is different. I might put I don't know. I don't know if I want to get a tattoo of Orwell.
But all you fans can get a tattoo of Orwell if you'd like.
Kind of. Steve, if you go in any classic car or Harley, what would you get? I'm not sure. I mean, there's some obvious ones that most people love. 59 Cadillac. that's we got sidetracked. Talking about cars. Way back in my car videos. There's a car, I forget who made it. It literally was like, it looked like a cart a horse would pull, but it wasn't. It was a car. You steered it with a handle, and you sat over the engine, and I think it was like a 2-cylinder. Pretty nice thing. And the guy actually started it up, and I got video of it driving, leaving the event. But he started it up for my camera, and then there was a Porsche. It was a car they consider a hypercar. I can't remember. And then that 55 Cadillac, exactly like the one I have, but it was a much nicer one that had factory air conditioning in a 55 Cadillac, and had details as to the owner that owned that car since new. So that was pretty over with people you don't. So, but yeah, if you go way back, this channel was a 69 Lincoln. I love the Lincolns, the Continentals in the late 50s. I think from 57 to 59, they had the back window was amped in. Like, here's the front of the car, here's the back of the car, and the window was like this before the trunk. Those were badass. But I think those were from 57 to 59, I think. Might be 58, 59. You guys know the cars. Daniel Leslie asks, Jen, what made you get a Mercedes? What is your dream car to own?
I really don't have a dream car. That Maybach. That's what I'm dreaming of now. No, we pulled onto the lot, and that's the first thing I saw. We weren't even really in there yet.
Well, you were not happy about that day at all.
But I got happy.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I just saw it at the corner. I was like, it's little, it's black, I love it. I didn't even know it was a Mercedes when I saw it.
Really?
At first. Because it was dark out.
I couldn't.
Or maybe I did see it was a Mercedes. I don't know. It was a while ago.
I couldn't believe the price of the car, and I couldn't believe we actually could
Yeah, I
get
told
it.
you what the price was. You're like, no.
Oh, at the time, we used the car to clean our credit
And
up.
you got out of the car. You got out of the car and walked.
I thought it's...
You got out of the Oldsmobile.
I got out of the lowered Oldsmobile. That Matt crashed. And Guns and Gears says he's going. Good night. So yeah, he's going good. We'll get together someday, dude. So yeah, that was the car we used to clean up the credit. No, Daniel, Leslie, Jen has no interest in getting a CDL. Running a pilot car with the dually, that's the end of.
As big as I'm going.
That's as big as she's going. I can't even get her to pull a trailer with that thing.
Nope.
So anyway, back to what I was saying earlier. One thing we're thinking about doing is expanding what we already do. We're car guys by nature. Cars are fun. Trucks are fun too, but we're always for cars. I like motorcycles. Matt is big into motorcycles now, believe it or not. But I miss cars. I'm not gonna lie. I miss them. And we had to move them all. And I'm starting to think about what we wanted to do and what the channel was supposed to be back in the day. And tactically for the channel, I think it might be time to start adding something else. Not get away from what we're doing, but starting to add something else. I'm starting to think trucking YouTube has like a ceiling. You're only going to go so far, so much, because how many people really want to watch trucking?
Some people, your fans do.
I know that, but that's the point. There's a limit to it. Are there any trucking YouTubers with north of 2 million subs? I don't think there's any with 1 million subs. Trucking.
I'm sure you could find some.
Well, I don't think there are. So let's go back to GBATs. So years back, when I bought my boat, before the channel was really even probably monetized at that point, I bought a boat. And I bought the boat. No, Jen rides on the back of the motorcycle.
Yeah, I ain't interested in that either.
So I bought a boat and I started looking up things about this boat. And we did a lot of research on YouTube and on and on and on we go. William Hensey says, no, Tim Gentry is the biggest, I think. He's not even half a million. I think he's in a 300 range.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But anyway, I found this channel that just bought a Bayliner boat. It's called Flying Sparks Garage. They were a car channel. I never heard of them before until they bought a boat. And, all right, I thought that was pretty cool. It says Alex Nino has over 2 million. I'm not trying to be an ass. I never heard of him.
Who?
Alex Nino.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. He says he's got over 2 million. All right, well, I guess somebody else says, yeah,
Check him out.
Gentry's at 388. So, anyway, that's why I found Flying Sparks Garage, because they had bought a boat and they did pretty good with it. In fact, they still got it, and they're going to continue to do some pretty badass work on it. See, Michael Adams says, I didn't hear about them until I met them at G-Bats.
Oh.
Yeah, see, because they bought a Peterbilt. So here's this car, they're a couple, husband and wife. They have a YouTube channel, and they predominantly did cars. They branched out of the cars and bought a boat. That's how I found them initially. And then they bought a Peterbilt. And now a lot of truck drivers know of their channel due to their truck content. In fact, they have Optimus Grind, which ironically is a 1984 Peterbilt, but it's a 359 standard hood. And then they bought a 53 Peterbilt model 350, the Iron Nose. And I gotta watch the last. I think they got another. Did they release another video?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
think so. I know they posted.
We haven't really watched anything.
I haven't really even watched it much
We haven't
recently.
watched anything much.
No, we got 2 episodes of Quabbies to watch.
They don't know. Probably know
Deadliest Catch, Quabbies. Me and Jen have a lot of funny names. We call a lot of funny things. Quabbies is Deadliest Catch. So now I'm starting to think the channel grew. Can we grow the channel more if we start diving back into the automotive world a little bit? What if I actually put hydraulics in that 64? How crazy could that be? Would that hit? Would that... In other words, sometimes I do videos, at least when I used to do a little bit with the side-by-sides a while back, did a couple of videos with it. I kind of felt that maybe that would drag a different audience to the channel. So I'm kind of thinking about starting to put the cars back on the channel, trying to do a little bit of, not a lot, but a little bit of automotive work. So I'm trying to think about what to do, what strategically makes sense. Maybe if I worked on stuff that needed the least to get running and driving, and just for driving cool cars. And I don't mean alcohol. If I do hydraulics, I'm going to put it on my 64 Impala. I mean, I guess it's kind of like everybody did that, but who's doing it now? Like, that's a scene from 30 years ago. Like, seriously, think about it. Well, see, that's a different, talking about maybe a Harley that doesn't run and rebuild it. That's a whole nother different angle.
We got enough projects.
Yeah, Carlos, the airbags too expensive, or hydraulics too expensive, airbags are good enough. Yeah. No, if I do my 64, you got to go hydraulics. You got to go the old school style. See, that's the modern cars with the in the rap scene. You put like 24-inch wheels in a car, and you got to cut the fenders to get them to turn. And I love to look at that. I know it sounds weird, but I love that. Call Hoppos to see if you can get something going. Actually, I've spoken to Hoppos about my exact car. Um, Maybe now I should actually call again, knowing that the channel is what it is. See if I can make something work there. But I'm a little, I don't know. I'm not good at walking up to companies and say, "Hey, I'm this YouTuber. Do you want to like, put a little discount in your product and put sponsorship on the video?" I'm not good at it. I probably should be, but I'm not. But yes, Hoppos. And how do I know of Hoppos? Monster Garage. There you go. So I'm kind of thinking about going down that direction a little bit. But what do? I kind of like I really miss driving my old junk. It sounds dumb, I really do. I had to move my Impala, not that, maybe it was a while ago. But last time I had to move my Impala, I aired up the flat tire, and I drove it a little distance. And I enjoyed it. Everybody probably laughed at me going down the road in that car, but I enjoyed that car. And I miss that stuff. So I'm kind of thinking I want to go back in that kind of direction. The other thought I had was why I said hauling on that last note I wrote. I have that big dually pickup, and I've got this ridiculously large 41-foot enclosed trailer, 36 feet inside, V-nose, extended tongue, total 41 feet, but 36 feet interior. And you can fit two full-size cars. That Ford Galaxy I've got and the 64 Impala both fit in the car, in the trailer. Shut the door. Both of them fit. That's how big that trailer is. So I'm starting to think of whether I shouldn't switch things over and start getting into the car hauling with that enclosed trailer. Granted, my one friend that owned that in the videos, I actually messaged him and I said, "Hey, would if I were to put the truck in my trucking company with the trailer and so on, and started moving cars enclosed, in that enclosed trailer, would you be willing to put my name out there amongst your friends with the high-end cars?" And he replied to me like pretty quickly after. He's like, "Hell yeah, you're a car guy and I know you. You'll take care." He's like, "Yeah, I would be interested because I know you're a car guy and you'll take care of my cars." So there you go. So I'm starting to think about what other opportunities I have beyond what I have right now. Because I would like to grow this thing to be bigger. So I'm thinking about getting into hauling classics, exotics, that kind of thing, in either this one or a different enclosed trailer. It makes me have to think of a few ideas as to how to do that more effectively, because enclosed trailers are nice, keeps crap off the cars, but enclosed trailers are a pain in the ass, especially when you're tying them down. So, and when you're tying down two of them in one trailer, it gets tight in there, and I'm a big dude. So, these are obstacles I have to overcome. But it's something I'm thinking about in the future. Perspective ideas. Just things to help grow the brand into something and diversify a little bit. Oh, here we go. Speaking of vehicles, why did you buy a gas dually and not a diesel? Are you going to upgrade a Ford F450 like Gentry has? Somebody says diesel is like 20K more than gas. No, 8,500. Here's the answer why I bought the Hemi dually, and I did not go with the herd and buy a Cummins for a commuter truck. So here's why I bought the truck I bought. At the time, I liked the Ram. I'm starting to look towards Ford, to be honest, but that's different reasons. At the time I ordered it, shops were getting in big trouble deleting trucks. And I want nothing to do with modern emissions on diesels. At all. Nothing. Won't do it. And Dodge Ram truck with a Cummins pulling a big fifth wheel or a big trailer like mine closed. The guys that would actually show me their dashboards and what they were getting, not guys bragging and got nothing to back it up, but guys who would actually show me their dashboards and what they were getting hauling, they were getting 11, 12 towing fifth wheel campers. I already had the single rear wheel Ram truck towing this same trailer, and that trailer heavy, weighing 21,000 pounds with my parents, everything they owned in it. That truck got 7. So you start doing the math at what gasoline costs versus what diesel cost. And at some stage, diesel fuel was $2 a gallon, at least was. Diesel fuel could be $2 a gallon more than gasoline. So you burn less fuel, but your fuel costs more. So when you do the numbers as not miles per gallon, but dollars per gallon, between a 7 mile a gallon Hemi or a 12 mile a gallon Cummins, you find out at $2 a gallon difference in price of fuel, the dollar per mile is exactly the same. So why would I spend another $8,500 to order the Cummins, then have the issue of the exhaust system, all the warranty and repair issues, plus putting, cat piss in this thing, you're deaf. Why would I bother with that? I bought the ultimate delete kit. Bought the Hemi. So I burned more gas. Gas is cheaper than diesel. Economically, it's the same. Cheaper truck, less problems. That's why I bought the truck I bought. That's why I ordered it that way. Plus, also, if you're old enough to know better, there was a day there was no such thing as a diesel pickup truck. And in my lifespan of 48 years, it wasn't all that long ago. When you ordered a dually, it came with a big block. Whether you bought it in the 70s, the 80s, or the 90s. It had a gas engine. I don't know when they started. I guess mid-90s, late 90s, when they started putting the diesels in them. But, yeah, I remember everybody driving around with big block dualies. That's how I remember it. And to be honest, this particular pickup truck, most of its miles, is driving me to and from the shop. It's driving me around. The amount of time that truck actually was crushed under a lot of weight isn't a lot. The other truck towed a lot more. Just crap going on in my life. Once we got this trailer, we hauled a lot of stuff in a lot of different places. Family stuff. But you get the point. But you start talking diesels in a pickup, you're looking at $100,000 now for a freaking pickup truck. You know what I paid for my first house? 89 Power Wagon was the first pickup. 89, is that the first gen Ram? I forget when they switched around the body styles. I know the first gen, and then Max got the second gen with the 10-cylinder gas engine. And that's Take Turns Gaming says, yeah, 100K, but they're basically luxury vehicles now. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. So anyway, back to, I guess, the point of my video at the start of my life today. I said to myself, do I want to start getting back into cars? And I do. My own personal self, I do. I enjoyed driving around that old Impala more than I enjoyed driving the dually. And even Jen's car. Jen's car is fun, but it's quick. You have fun driving Jen's car, you're going to get in trouble. Trust me. That car is go to jail fast. My 87 F250 had an international engine. Yeah, those were them early Power Strokes. I don't think they were very common. Shane Bonifer says, do you plan on running a lot of wide or oversized loads to Orwell? If so, what are your thoughts about pilot vehicles? We built one. My dually is a pilot vehicle. Matter of fact, we just ran a little local one for a friend of mine. A little quick 100-mile load. So, like I said, I want to start getting back in the automotive. I want to start enjoying life. Get back into stuff that makes it fun. And I'll put, will it grow the channel? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But that transition from cars to trucks and cars to boats did Flying Sparks Garage a world of good. So why would it not do the same to me? That's kind of what I'm thinking. So that's kind of the thought. What I guess I'll ask at this point of what I have. I don't have. Not everybody knows everything we've got here, but what would you guys work on first? So.
Talking about that.
Huh?
We were just talking about that.
Oh, me and you were, yeah.
Yeah.
But me and them, they don't know.
Oh.
They don't know all the different cars. But my thought was actually the Ford Galaxy, because Galaxy runs it's the brakes are shot, needs tires and a paint job, but that's kind of it. Like that car with a paint job and some tires, and obviously a brake job, that car would be able to go easy. You just drive it around. Rough Boy Garage, to start with something that'll grab the most eyeballs. Square body. Again, which one? There are three. Not the right track, Steve. Your smart well would be beneficial to the channel, but too unmotivated to do it. Not sure why. No, it's not unmotivated. It's just busy. There's just not enough time to do everything. And when I thought I was handling the time, you see how well that worked out. Granted, the next time we're gonna be smarter with it. That's for sure. KB, can I get another beer?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Didn't work out good for him either, I don't think. So Orwell, then the cricket caper seems to be your baby.
I gotta pound that fucking
Nah, you don't pound that die. You just replace the. You
Can't
replace
pound it out?
No, you replace the quarter.
Okay.
That quarter is effed.
Oh, some kind of
Yep.
live fire.
That's okay. Well, I guess you should have worded it different. The pilot carts, do you have only one? Would you hire someone to run a second pilot vehicle if needed? Well, Matt's coming home.
But if that won't work,
Well, if things play out the way, if things work out as planned, we're probably going to get another heavy-duty pickup. And seriously thinking if we do buy another one, we'll buy it new and we'll buy a Ford. I don't like the fact that Stellantis owns Ram, and Stellantis is a European outfit, and a Ram truck is the heavy-duty Ram trucks are made in Mexico. So my all-American Dodge was built by a European company in Mexico. How's that for all-American? So I think my next one will be Ford. It'll be a gasser. But it'll be a Ford. Here we go. William Hensey's got a pretty cool idea, babe.
What's that?
He says, I don't know, Steve, maybe you and Jen should get some showgirls. Make a transparent trailer with some poles and some plushy interior and have a rolling bikini pole dancing show. Work traffic jams. Not a bad idea.
Thought.
You know, not for nothing, back in the day, Hooters used to make money.
Never been to Hooters, to be honest with you.
Twin Peaks is better.
Mm.
Get it with the 7.3 Godzilla motor. Those ones we looked at, I don't know what those, I forget what those had. They were gas, but they were pretty big. We ain't ready to buy nothing like that now, but things work out like they're looking. We'll probably get one. Yeah, Rough Boy Garage says, I'd wait. Ram trucks are moving to the U.S. Now the emission device is soon to be a thing of the past. Man, I hope so. I'm sorry. I want my truck to be an American-built truck by an American company. And I like the Ram because at the time, Ford seemed to be scared to put a V8 in anything. They took the V8s out of the Raptors. They quit selling them almost because of it. And then Ram does the same stupid thing. And another YouTuber I like to watch is Butter the Insider. And he talks a lot about the whole car culture thing with Ram and Stellantis and all of that. And they did away, Ram did away with the TRX, and they came out with the RHO, which he called the removed Hellcat option. And they didn't sell too many. And then they paid a bunch of influencers to drive them and say that they were all great when in reality these things are absolute turds. So, yes, TK's Garage. Although he's on a different channel now. He's not posting so much at TK's Garage. He's Auto Intel now. YouTube had a problem with some of the stuff he was doing. Or said he was doing. Yeah, we're going to have to just, yes, he said, yeah, you should do the quarter panel on a cricket caper. That car probably needs to get both quarters and a whole trunk because think about it. Do a low rider right. You got to have your pumps, and the setup I want is going to require at least 6 batteries in the trunk. So you damn sure better set it up proper. Rough Boy Garage says, no, he just posted today. I think he posts on both channels simultaneously. I remember he was talking about trying to get that other channel up off the ground, but I don't know. It'd be nice if he could just keep his TK's Garage channel. I don't watch a tremendous amount of him, but yeah, I like the guy. He seems to be pretty solid. He knows his crap, so. But yeah, those are good. Honestly, I watch Butter more. I think I watch Butter more because I found him first. So I kind of like the guys I find first, I tend to stick with more. Not sure. Just that is the way I work, I guess. So yeah, we're definitely trying to think about how to get back into the car scene a little bit more. And to be honest, this last year has been pretty rough, and we really haven't like done a lot of crap like for fun, and that's not good. This year, damn sure has got to be different in the fun zone, for lack of a better term. I should watch. He's Brian Bird says you should watch Pole Barn Garage. See, automotive is that's a very crowded space on YouTube. No, I don't think so. I don't know because I don't know where this. He asked Steve, would you ever buy a car hauling trailer and haul new from factory to dealerships? I don't know if there's any money in that. Like you'd have to move a lot of. I just don't see a lot of. Now there are. Don't get me wrong. I've seen. Oh, you guys probably know who I'm talking about. There's a guy that's got a real decked out Peterbilt for Cletus sometimes, and other YouTubers actually too. And he's got this thing decked out. I mean, dude's got to be making some serious coin. Beautiful truck. But there's just not a lot of that. There isn't. I don't see the trucks that show up at your local dealer. They're pretty rough. So Joe Monroe says, good night, brother. Take care. I guess he's sacking out. No? I don't blame you. Almost starting to run out of crap to talk about.
You?
Yeah, I do. George Wills says, my dream car is a 1983 K5 Blazer. Oh, man. Don't watch The Last Tulsa King. Although that thing knows to get messed up, though. It just gets hassled.
Asked anybody if they watched Tulsa King.
Oh, man. One thing we're waiting for around here is Landman.
Oh, yeah.
We cannot wait for Landman to come back.
November 16th.
Steve, do you watch any baseball? No.
I used to.
Rough Boy Garage says that K5 was immaculate. Oh, yeah. That looked all original, too, with original hubcaps and everything. I'm going to cry a river if they wreck that damn thing. Speaking of which, Rough Boy Garage, what'd you think of the, correct me if I'm wrong, so I'll give it the air quotes, the Grand National? Did you pick up on the Grand National? I could be wrong. I might be way off on it. But let's see. Let's see there. No, I've never seen Wicked Intense Rig in person before. I see a lot on Facebook, but I've never seen it in person. Oh, I missed one over here. Carlos Hare, R7E says, I destroy Fry a hydraulic system way over my head. Airbags, 100-spoke, 78 Monte Carlo. Family tire business. I put nice wheels on my vehicle every year. A 95 Nissan hardbody, 205, 45, 15 lowered. I bet that looks nice. Brian Bird says, Vice Grip Garage is great as well. I know of them. I never really watched a lot of them. It just, I don't have time to watch everything, I guess. Daniel Leslie asked, Steve, what are your thoughts on hauling super heavy loads like Crystal Miller pulls, and what are your thoughts on hauling fuel? I have no desire to haul fuel, and why, what do you think I'm building Orwell to be a 4-axle truck for? Trying to go through the comments here, yeah. Vice Grip Garage Land Speed Camaro was genius. I didn't see it, so I can't really comment on it. I probably gotta look that up. And it says, Steve, the Ford Angela, I guess, has backward sloping rear window. All right. don't know of the car. So I guess I'll have to look that up in the future. Eagle Catcher 39 says, "Hey there, Steve. I found another Orwell cab over, just like him, up here on 414 in New York. 3-axle or 4-axle?" Brian Bird said, "Once you get done with Orwell, you can continue with Lazarus." Yes, eventually. I have plans on all of them. Everything I have, I want. My goal is everything I have, I want running. Okay, and I think that if I push hard enough, I can accomplish that goal. But we're gonna need more help to do it, and that's gonna take a little time. I have to eat what's on my plate for that first, and I've got to slay some dragons. But I aim to have my 352 one day running again. Aim to have Lazarus. I mean, hell, the frame's sitting there, ready to start putting together and go. Oh, Rough Boy Garage says, "Come here. No, I'll read it to you." Rough Boy Garage says, "Looked like a T-type with Grand National jewelry." He said, "Not what I said.
Yeah.
That ain't no Grand National, because as far as I'm concerned, Grand Nationals only came in one color, black.
Mm-hmm.
That was the Buick T-type color with Grand National badging."
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was not the only one that caught that. I said to Jen, "That's no Grand National, that's a Buick T-type." Davis Transport asks, "Have I ever hauled livestock?" No, but I want to. I'd love to try it at least once. Don't need the hauling aspect of it because I know how to drive, but the loading, unloading, I'd love to give it a shot. Of course, I'd have to.
I wouldn't mind having a Grand National.
Huh?
I wouldn't mind having one of those.
The ultimate one to have is a GNX. A buddy of mine had a GNX clone.
No.
Wasn't a real
I don't
GNX.
want
It was a Grand National. But a GNX is like the ultimate in that world of car.
Mm-hmm. So a Maybach and a Grand National. That's my goals.
A Maybach. Jen wants a Maybach and a Grand National.
Both black.
Both black.
Well, Grand National only comes in black.
Grand National come in black.
So,
Oh, Dream Car. Oh my God, how did I miss that?
what?
How did I miss that? Guy asked me what a Dream Car is.
Mm-hmm.
One exists on planet Earth. One. And the guy has it on YouTube. One. It's one of 99. But only one still exists. It's blue. 1969 Chevy Chevelle Yanko
Oh, Yanko.
in blue. That is the only one like it in the world. It still exists. And it is on its original engine.
Mm-hmm.
Only one exists. And I think that car is worth in the neighborhood of $300,000.
That's it.
You could buy a Lamborghini Huracan for less. One car exists. It is blue. You can find it on YouTube. It is a blue
right?
69 Chevelle Yanko in blue. Only one. Yanko only pushed out in 69, only 99. There were a few other COPO cars out there, but only one was badged Yanko in blue that exists. But Yanko Chevelle 69 only pumped out 99 Chevelles. Only 99 in 69. Well, I lost track of my comments here. Now Mom had a 64 Dodge Dart before he met Dad. That's George Wilson. Steve, you need auxiliary transmission in Orwell. What's the purpose of having it? It adds more gears to your truck. Keeps your engine RPM in a sweet spot, especially if you have a low RPM, low power engine. But some argue whether I should or should not bother with one in Orwell. I have not decided yet. I'm not even close. My dad had a 71 Chevy Chevelle Malibu, 71. Mom had a 69 Chevelle Malibu. 350 with a power glide. They towed a camper with it, believe it or not. Rough Boy Garage says, well, Jen has good taste. GMX, not GMC. No, GNX. That was the high-powered, different. I'd have to look how many. GNX, Golf Nancy X-ray. That was a very rare, sought-after Grand National Plus, for lack of a better term. They didn't make a lot of them. But a buddy of mine had a GNX clone. If you go way, way, way back in my early days of YouTube and go to my burnout video at a car show, you'll see the GNX clone. And it was a legit Grand National with the right wheels, the right badging. It was a GNX clone. I'm a Ford guy. I want a 69 or 70 Yenko, Chevelle, or Nova. Yeah, Yenko did the Novas. I think the Nova was more rare. But, yeah, they did Novas. Camaro. There's a guy in West Bend that's got a Yenko Camaro, 69. They did a lot more of those. Wheels and Racers is 73 Dodge Coronet in black. Carlos Harris says, Sonny Pruitt drove a KW. I was a kid, so I love KWs. Or is Orwell getting an 18 speed, though? Yes. Orwell absolutely has to have an 18 speed. If you drove an 18, if you drove a 13 speed, it's like driving 18 speeds the same, except you split the low gears too. You don't have to. But if you're real heavy. Michael Adams says, for some reason, I've never been a Camaro fan. The Camaros that I like are the slow ones. I love I love the second gen Camaro and the third gen Camaro.
Which one does your neighbor have at the shop?
Oh, I have that. That's the more modern one.
Mm.
I think that's the fifth gen.
Okay.
I think.
Well, I know you said you liked it.
A second, third, fourth. I wouldn't give you a nickel. I should say I wouldn't give you a nickel for a fourth gen. They brought that back, and I wasn't a fan of that car. And the neighbor at my shop, he's got a badass Camaro, like the Bumblebee, like from Transformers. I think it's the fifth gen. He's got one like that, much newer, but yeah, that car's pretty cool. And I don't think it's actually black.
It looked black to me.
No, it's dark, but I don't think it's actually black. I think it's a darker purple.
I'll have to look at it.
Look close. I think it's a darker purple. Trying to convince my neighbor into dipping his feet into the YouTube channel with the cars. And they got some badass cars. Daniel Leslie, what's your thoughts on double clutching? It's for rookies. Learn how to float them like a real driver. I don't know what the F, why putting my username. I don't know. XQW1 is what I see. Davis Transports, my first car was a 72 Monte Carlo Super Sport, like the one on Tokyo Drift movie. And Donut Media just did a video not that long ago with the actual screen used car from Tokyo Drift.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Was it a long time ago?
Yeah, we haven't watched him and how.
Oh, but I just watched it recently, so.
Rewatched it or?
All right, so Donut Media did a video with the screen used car from Tokyo Drift, the Nova. Brian Bird says I know it's the COPO is what he meant. Camaro was the rare one. I'm not so sure. The CO, like this, a regular. You got to bear in mind, Yanko ordered them through the Central Order. What was the COPO? Was it Central Office Production Order? I forget what the hell it stood for. Something along that line. He ordered them through that, and then he badged them his own Yanko. And so Yanko Chevrolet in Pennsylvania did that, but there were other dealers who knew how to do it. But I don't know what was more rare. So you mean to say the Yanko Camaro was more rare than the Chevelle? But now there's the Yankos, which were Copo cars, COPO, and there was just Copo cars that weren't through Yanko Chevrolet that were not badged as Yankos. So I don't know which one. I don't know the numbers of it. I guess I can look it up. I got a computer in front of me. But have you thought about what you're going to do with Black Dog once Orwell's back on the road? Yeah, put a driver in them. Or use them for stuff I don't need a 4-axle truck for. But ultimately, it's going to be a driver in Black Dog. Ultimately. Probably Matthew, but I don't know. I think Matt kind of needs to work the ranks, you know?
Yeah, he's got to start from the ground.
That's right. He can drive you lane.
You're not wrong, man.
Have I ever seen or driven a Dodge Viper?
Seen, driven, no.
Seen, yes. Rode in one, yes. Driven one? No.
I might have.
What?
I might have driven in one.
You've never drove one.
No, I never drove one. I may have had
Ridden.
ridden in one.
You know, how would you
I
not?
rode in one,
How would you not know?
and I thought I was gonna die. I think because they were going really fast. Dodge
How-
Viper. That's that weird looking car, isn't it?
It's a Dodge Viper.
Let me see. I'd have to look it up.
How would you not know
I
if you
swear it was
rode in
in a-
one?
Did they come in yellow?
Yeah.
Well, then I was in a yellow one.
Well, how the hell would you not even know that?
Because it was like a million years ago, and I just thought of it right now.
Who are you?
Jen.
Ugh.
Yeah, and he was going fast. It was
Yes, Yanko did do Novas as well. I know that.
Like, I used to like Novas. I'd have to see. I'd have to look at which model it was, but
Nova for me was. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have one now, but they were like the grandma car,
didn't appeal
where the
to me.
Chevelle was like the Camaro was like the kid's car, the Chevelle was like the middle-aged car, and the Nova was like the grandma car.
Really?
At least it's how they marketed them in those days. It seemed like. But now, I'd ride the hell out of a Nova nowadays. I mean, hell, my '64, it's 4 doors. I mean, I would drive almost anything, but it's almost as cool. Life's too short to drive boring cars. Steve, I've seen a video of Orwell as a popular cab over in America Truck Simulator as the OG Stacks. We love your content. Dave and family from New Zealand. Appreciate that. Speaking of Chevrolets, what's your thoughts on a '69 Chevelle Super Sport?
Ooh.
Don't even get me started.
Ooh.
Don't even get me started.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, that brings up bad memories.
Really?
Yeah, but I'll talk about it. That's fine. My very first car was a 1988 Dodge Aries. Yes, at least 250 people are now pissing themselves laughing.
Wait, what? I wasn't even paying attention.
My very first car was a Dodge Aries.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
And I found a guy in New Jersey that had a '69 Chevelle. So this is pre-Air Force. So I'm high school. I'm trying to remember. I was working for Freddie.
Didn't you work for
Yeah, but that was. I might have been working at Pep Boys at that time. I don't know if I still work for Freddie or not. So this is 1994. This dude had a 69 Chevelle Super Sport, 396. For the most part, all original. Did a little bit of work on the engine and a 411 rears. And he wanted like $3,500 for the car. And coming up with the $3,500 as a high school student was a little bit of a problem. But I had some, but not all. I told my grandmother and lended it to me. And that I literally would buy the car, park the car in the garage, and not even touch the car until after I paid her off. It was kind of the deal. So I took my father into coming out and looking at the car. And my mother had a 69 Chevelle. For whatever reason, my father, he didn't like the car. My dad was not a car guy. For him, the car was just to get his ass from here to there. He didn't give a crap about the car. I was a car guy. He never understood that. To this day, he never understood it. So when I talked about buying that car, he looked at it, but as soon as the guy started it and he heard it run, that was the end of that. Boom, done, nope, not happening. And that was that. I couldn't do it. So I actually stopped. I played high school football, but I wasn't any good at it. So I quit senior year. Yeah, it was senior year in high school. Now I remember. I quit playing football so I could work extra to try to buy that car. I missed it. It got sold. I come up with the money, but it was sold. Thought was if I had the cash, Dad couldn't stop me. But I was too late. Tracy Miller said, don't feel bad. My first car was a 1984 Ford Tempo. Yeah, we're in the same crowd. We were lame as kids, that's for sure. Davis Transport says, you should come to Cruising on the Coast next year. I'm sure you'd love it. Where is that? Curious. By the way, that 69 Chevelle that I missed all those years ago was black. So I might have a chance of redemption at that one day. But if I ever could build a Chevelle my way for me, I would rebuild that dream car, the Yanko, the blue one. I would build that as a Yanko clone, complete with the rear antenna. And the license plate would literally say clone. That way everybody knew I wasn't flexing and claiming I had a one-of-one Yanko Chevelle. My custom license plate would say clone. But it would look exactly. Gulfport, Mississippi. And maybe one day. I damn sure got to get out. Don't worry when my birthday is. Nah, this person's a fan, but I'm not putting my birthday out there. Sorry. What's next? My social security number? What about going to Barrett Jackson to get an SS or a Yanko? What about it? Who's got that kind of money?
That's what I was just
I
thinking.
told you that car.
Like,
the car that I want is worth like $300. Right, that particular car I think is like $300,000 if the guy would sell it. I'm a little light on that. Sorry. You could buy a house for that. Still. So how long do you think till Orwell is back over the road? I don't know.
As soon as he's rolling down the street.
We got ideas. Listen, I'm one guy doing it all. That's all I can do. It'll be done when it's done. It's really about it. Right now it's about making money, trying to keep the videos going and, surviving. It's not like we're not a family at war right now. Not like I don't have to worry about that. Not like I don't have legal bills that make you want to gargle Drano. Let's see if anything new pops up. If not, we're going to start calling it. What time is it? Oh, it's only, no,
It's too early
20
for
minutes
us
till midnight.
anyway.
We still got 2 episodes of Krabbies. I fell asleep watching the last Tim Gentry one. I felt bad. I watched his last video mostly through my eyelids. It was late. I fell asleep.
No, his thing froze up, didn't it?
No, that was his
Did you
live.
watch it? Oh.
Yeah, very similar. 65. Mine's a 4-door. But yeah, 65 Galaxy 500 is what I've got.
And it doesn't need much.
What's in it? I'm trying to remember what's in it. The square body crew cab, right?
Right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll put that one on video.
The Chevelle.
Yeah, that one. I don't want to put that on video.
Suburban.
Yeah, Suburban. Yeah, that's what's in here now.
That needs a lot.
Yeah, no, I gotta.
You should start small and get the Galaxy.
No, I want that. I want that other car, but it's been sitting here for so friggin' long. The middle one.
Oh, yeah.
That thing's been sitting here for so friggin' long.
You got them custom.
It's not even that. It's just I've been holding on to this thing for.
Yeah.
Not my fault that dude lost interest. That's over there still.
Is it?
Yeah, that's next on the list.
Oh, never mind. I know where it's at now.
Yeah. See, I still reading the comments here. Steve, the Ford Galaxy, yeah, it's science, all right. Yeah, you're not stretch. Yeah, Wheels and Races. Hey, Steve, what's your thoughts on aluminum frames? I bought an 85 359 with one. I'm a little scared when it comes to stretch it. I wouldn't stretch it. Run it till it breaks and then replace it with a steel one. But then you got to redo your cross members. I wouldn't stretch an aluminum frame. But I wouldn't be scared to run one either. Joker says, hey, have you seen Tim Gentry's new garage? Yes, I've not seen it in person. I saw his recent video about it, but we talk about it and stuff. That's gonna be a big thing for him, having that. That's so
Big stuff.
oh, that's so
That's
awesome.
big time.
Oh, well, I want to do the same over here. Just it's gonna take time. I just can't. I can't do it yet. It's gonna take time. I got to build this up. I got to be smart about it. My first car was a '63 Chevy wagon, bought in '70. It hung around the family till the mid '90s. Whenever somebody had theirs in the shop, old Betsy came out of mothballs. Dude, my '64, turn the key. It only cranks long enough to fill up the float bowl. Once the float bowl fills up, vroom, fires right up. That son of a gun is reliable. It's pretty rough, but never let me down. As long as there's enough power in the battery to turn the starter, it always starts. That's the best old one I got. Daniel Leslie says, Steve, I might have missed if you mentioned it. What happened to Chris helping you with Orwell? Did he retire? No, he did not retire. He works as a truck driver now. And he decided to set the world on fire and watch it burn as he left.
And that's about the
And that's about the end
end of that.
of that. You're right. Well, Well, he lit the fuse. Somebody else held the dynamite. Instead, he steadied his hand. Now, before Dad met Mom, he had a 52 Buick Roadmaster. You know what I'd love to have? Is one of them Buicks with the straight eights. Can you imagine seeing a straight, inline 8-cylinder? That's a long hood. I know a bunch of guys had them old nail heads, but straight 8's gotta be badass. Is Orwell's engine ready? The block is repaired and paid for. Just got to get it and build it. That takes time and money. Getting it's nothing, but to be honest, it's easier to have it where it is rather than being at my shop. Because I did just clean it. It took a while. Brian Bird said my first vehicle was a 64 Ford pickup with an inline 6. 300 with a 4 on the floor. It's basically popcorn.
Okay.
Just a much cooler body.
Right.
My son Matt has an 81 300 4-speed. Different 4-speed than yours, but same 300, I'm sure. Daniel Leslie said, okay, sorry for the question there, Minister. You know, I still got a lot of questions about that. A lot of questions about that, but the problem is I can't answer them all. Some I can, some I can't. Me and Chris don't have any, well, I don't even know how to word that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, Jen's like, I wouldn't. And probably not. I've been drinking, so I don't really want to talk too much because I guarantee you this is being recorded. But with that being said, yeah, well, my problem seemed to start right after Chris walked out the door. Ain't that something? Supposed all my problems, but that problem was. You know, I mean, I can't blame Chris on the fact my pool got messed up. That's not his fault. Man, that does get me thinking, though. What could have been, what should have been, and what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
That's all you need.
The money that got left on the... I just think about that. The money that got left on the table. Yeah, I know. Jen's over there saying one to me. With Groggy. Yeah, the money that got left on the table. I want to puke. My dad had a 69 SS 396 Chevelle with the rock crusher. He told Mom to sell it. He was on his deathbed. It was basically and life insurances. Not sure what you mean by that. I guess needed the money to get, from the car sale. Now I have an 83 F250 with a 460 race car engine that has no business being under the hood. It passes everything but a gas station. Yes, but you enjoy it. Because the guy driving a Honda Civic to work, he don't enjoy his car. Trust me on that. Well, unless it's souped up or he did something to it. But the average boring-ass Toyota Corolla or Nissan Sentra, babe,
Yeah.
no one's enjoying that. No one's enjoying that car.
The Nissan Sentra, is that what I had?
You were driving a Nissan Sentra when I met you.
A gray one.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what year because I have no clue.
Babe, That's one
It doesn't
step.
matter what year it's
Babe,
crashed.
that's one step under the ultimate ghetto car.
Well,
If you
look where I'm
got
from.
the if you got the ultimate ghetto car, it would have been a step up. Listen, Nissan Altima is like the ultimate ghetto cruiser. Okay, modern day anyway.
Had a Hyundai Elantra, a gray Hyundai Elantra, and I also
You
had
admit that?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna tell you you're talking about the crap you drove.
Daniel Leslie says Dodge Neon. You admit that?
Yeah, I wouldn't even admit that.
I had a good friend of mine in high school. Dude, oh my God, he wanted one so bad. His favorite, dude, I'm not gonna lie, they probably he wanted 2 vehicles so bad when we were in high school, my buddy. I don't want to put his name out there just cause it'd be embarrassing. He wanted a Neon, a Dodge Neon, okay, and and the other one he wanted was a Geo Tracker.
No.
I guarantee you though, if you take a Geo Tracker, okay, and put decent tires on it, and you treat it like you give 0 F's about it,
It'll treat
like
you
off road, okay. I bet the thing would surprise you. Is what it could do, but you literally have to look at Sean. He bought a brand new Jeep Rubicon. The thing goes anywhere, but it costs like, what was that thing like? Do you remember?
It was up there.
My brain just blanked.
You know what? No, I don't remember.
That
That
Rubicon.
was pretty pricey.
It was up there.
Pretty pricey.
It was up there. Brand
And
new
it was
Rubicon.
also bought where.
He bought it in Hawaii. Yeah, but he got it for the price you pay for him in the States because COVID.
Mm.
You know, they weren't selling them, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. COVID was going around then, right?
Huh?
COVID was going on then, right?
Yeah, remember I had to take like a bottle of Tylenol to get off the airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got sick getting off the plane. Or I started feeling like I might be getting sick, so I ate like a bottle of Tylenol once I got through TSA.
We had to get tested before we freaking.
Had to get tested. In the worst, oh my God, we're in the worst part of Milwaukee. We roll up in a black Mercedes in like the absolute worst part of the south side Milwaukee. Or
Take the test through a drive-through.
Sorry, north side Milwaukee, the absolute worst neighborhood possible. In a black Mercedes, we rolled up in a drive-through at like a Walgreens.
Yeah, CVS or
To
Walgreens.
do like a nose swab test. Like the lady stick the thing in there. She hands you the swab, stick it in your nose, give it to her, hand it back to her. Just be able to go to Hawaii. Yeah.
We passed.
We passed, but we needed travel papers to go to Hawaii. And then after that, I started feeling sick before I got on a plane. So I ate I'm not kidding you, I probably ate like 20 Tylenols in the 7 hours it took to fly from Denver to Honolulu. So that was...
That was something.
David Dortner said an 84 4-door Chevette. You know, my buddy had one of those. We couldn't kill that car.
That's funny. Chevy Chevette. Chevette.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
Dodge Neon. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I got a 07 F-150 Roush Stage 1. You, my friend, know how to not drive boring cars. Absolutely. Regular jokers, I enjoy watching your content, Steve. Big fan of you and Tim and SH2 Rob.
Rob's great.
Yeah, Rob's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's still getting on. He's struggling since his wife died. But he's doing all right. He's getting on. Seen a Metro on the road just a couple of days ago. Still going. Oh, Geo Metro. Yeah. Forgot about that. Old Cherokee XJSs are hard to kill. I've heard that. A lot of guys they do them up pretty good for off-road. What are your thoughts on a smart car? Death trap. Buy a go-kart. My Razor is
Smart
bigger.
cars are stupid
My Razor is bigger, okay?
and better.
Yeah, I parked my Harley next to one. My Harley is longer. Or maybe not longer, but the same length. That's just,
Smart.
dude, just forget it.
Clown car.
Yeah, clown car. How about a Subaru?
How about not? Ever.
There you go. The Outback was kind of badass. No, not the Outback. The WRX. The only cool. Nah, you don't know nothing about that car. WRX was the only car they ever made worth the crap, as far as I'm concerned. I was trying to remember what those are called, and it was just Chevette gas or diesel. It wasn't my car. My buddy used to say, "Oh yeah, he's got a vet, a Chevette." It was a gas motor.
I heard that.
What's that?
I said I've heard of that Chevette.
Oh, he had a vet, a Chevette. My dad had a station wagon he called the Brown Hornet because it caught fire in the hood from the carburetor throwing flames up. My sister's first boyfriend had a Chevette. We picked it up and moved it to another parking spot at a football game. Yeah, they were not big cars. They were tiny. My first car was an 81 Ford Mustang GLX. My brother blew the 6-cylinder up and the car was handed down to me and my dad. We had to swap the 6-cylinder for a 302. There you go. Yeah, Subarus are great on gas mileage. So, cars that are good on gas are boring. Sorry. The KEI trucks. Oh, it's like Dominique and Bobby have. That ain't for me. That ain't for me. I would walk first. Sorry. Love them to death. I'd walk first. Dominique owns a F-350 long bed crew cab, so they make up for it there. Steve and Jen, what is the best car you've ever owned? Best car I've ever owned. I think Jen's Mercedes. Quick as a cat, handles like it's on rails. Looks good, stylish, luxurious. Car handles all of it. It's fun to drive. If you play with it, it's fun to drive. Mr. Josh, it seems like a lot of YouTubers are selling everything. Have you thought about it and changing things up? No? Why would I? I'm not the one being sued. My first car was a 74 Dodge Dart Sport with 383 under the hood. There you go. But you wish you still had it. Or do you still have it? That Mercedes has needed tires and brakes and gasoline services. That's it. That car is not hard on maintenance at all. Maybe one day, but not today. Stonebag McGee says, that bottle of Gentleman Jack calling you, Steve. No, tonight's Black Label. Black Label Johnny Walker. Jason Murphy said a 72 Vega. Sam Blackburn said I had a Ford Fairmont with a 300 on a 256. Couldn't kill it. Oh, 300K, 300,000 miles on a 250 cubic inch 6-cylinder. Couldn't kill it. I forget what's in my Galaxy. It's a straight 6. It's not a 300. It might be a 250. Tracy Miller, Dad had a 71 Ford Torino with a 429 Super Cobra jet with a top loader, 4-speed, and 323 gears. What the hell were they thinking with the 323 gears? Oh, 71. That makes sense. Rain check on a gentleman, LOL. Tatted Sailor 405 says you need a stiff drink and a cigar on my back porch. Where's the back porch? Hate to admit, but my dad's last van he had was a 97 Ford Aerostar van. Sorry. Not a fan of him. Code Red 843. So what was the first company you drove for? Cannon Express, Springdale, Arkansas. Phil Hammond has put a 400 small block in old Henry J. If it was a blast, it was a blast to drive. That sounds cool. Stonebag McGee, any news on cricket? Got any plans for it? We were just talking about that. Nothing solid, but I do want to kind of get started on something like that one day. Just don't know when. I'm thinking I want to start sprinkling in some car content in the channel again. This is Oklahoma, brother. Beautiful sunsets and beautiful sunsets and crazy sunrises that you don't know what comes the next day. I believe it. Yeah, just thinking. Oklahoma. Brings back memories. Not the best, but beginnings. Cab overs are no longer made because we no longer have overall length laws in this country. So you can make your truck as long as you want, as long as your trailer ain't too long. Tracy Miller said, no kidding on Canon. That's where I started also. Tatted Sailor says, I got a 3-finger on Jameson and a fat cigar right now. That's all I'm missing is a cigar. It's cold outside, but it's warm in the pool room. Water keeps it warm. We do need to work on that pool room. The system has failed. Oklahoma, where the wind blows, says Stonebag McGee.
It's a learning curve, not a failure.
Oh, it is a learning curve for sure. Yeah, but I wouldn't want to swim in it now. That's all right. They'll get it fixed up.
We go to the pool place tomorrow.
Yeah, when we're driving by there, Samuel. Sorry, I'm confused. You mentioned length. Can't you pull a dual trailer? Yeah, but you can't pull twin 53-footers. You can't be a longer 53-foot trailer, but your truck can be as long as you want. Bob Ross called them happy accidents.
Love Bob Ross.
I guess you get that joke more than I do.
You ever see that guy that paints on?
Yeah, with the big,
Bob Ross, with the
big
big
afro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Happy accident.
Was that what he says? I never watched him. I just seen the memes.
Oh, I watch them a lot.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
Yeah, he goes, no mistakes, just happy accidents. Just got done with forecasting and meteorology for pro mods for the year, so it's time to relax for this old vet. I bet. You know what's funny? I did something today, first time in my life I've ever had to. What? Oh, you want more drink?
could sneak over.
Jen's dressed for bed, so she's
I
like
am.
not really.
I've been doing laundry and cleaning up and stuff. 'Cause
I mean, it's not like she's not.
I haven't been here all day.
I mean, she ain't letting it all hang out, but you know what I mean. It's like, you know, she don't want to look terrible on camera.
No.
That's for me to do. No matter what I'm wearing, I still look terrible.
No, you don't.
Is that enough anymore?
That's plenty.
Show them the glass.
I don't know if they could see it.
Oh, I can see it. Perfect. Guaranteed. Train station. Choo choo. We did that last time I poured you a drink.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here drinking scotch. You trying to take advantage of me?
No, you trying to take advantage of me?
No, I started drinking first.
Yeah, but now tides have changed right now. Tides are turning.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, let's read that again. How about a Ford Pinto, LOL? First truck was a 64 Chevy. Put an old 455 in it. Daniel Leslie, why? I shouldn't be mean to the guy. He's a good fan. He's do a shot, Steve. Why? I've been sipping on this all night since I started. Why would I? That's a weird thing. I get it. If you're doing
It's
a
not
shot,
Friday night, man.
no. If you're doing a shot, you're just slamming it. You're not even tasting it. Why drink it if you don't taste it? If you're not going to taste it, you may as well just drink like straight alcohol that tastes like crap. You're not going to taste it anyway. You sip on it. A little bit, a little sip, a little sip, a little sip. After a while, half of the bottle disappears. You don't know where it went. Just sip on it. That's all you got to do. That's what I do. Think about it. You spend a lot of money on liquor. You want to taste it, don't you? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of shots. I'd rather just sip. But I'll sip half a bottle down quick. He goes, I'm a beer guy. Got that too. Tatted Sailor says, puff the cigar, take a sip, enjoy the flavors. Yes, sir. You get it. He gets it. He gets it. Huh?
Gotta get you some cigars.
Oh, I need more cigars. I'm basically out. I got a couple left in there, but I don't want to smoke them.
Your humidor looks pretty sad.
It is pretty sad.
Very sad.
Very sad.
It's empty.
What would Bob Ross say to an empty humidor?
He goes,
Happy
"You're gonna get your
little-
ass to the
Happy
No,
little
he's-
emptiness?
he'd
You
say,
say,
"You're gonna
you get your ass to the cigar store.
That is no happy accident.
It's just the wrong way. Well, we got to go. I'm not dragging that big ass trailer to friggin' downtown Appleton to go to the cigar
I
store.
don't know, but you might think about there's other ones in Green Bay and everything else.
Yeah, but parking was 60 feet long.
Well, I know in Appleton it'd be tough. You
How-
have to park like 8 miles.
The cigar
away.
store in Green Bay is any better?
I don't know. I've never been there. Have
I
you?
can't imagine. I don't know. I didn't know there was a cigar store. I'll tell you what, the one we
Like
went.
you've seen those billboards.
I'll tell you what, the one we went to in File, like I wouldn't give you a nickel for everything they got in that joint. And the guy that works there,
Yeah, only give
I wouldn't give him if he was on fire, I'd give him a gallon of gasoline. That guy was an ass.
Very rude. Couldn't be bothered.
Oh God. Sipping whiskey, sipping whiskey is the best. It's Phil Hammond. George Wilson, but to me, Steve, they need to bring back cowboys for the Northeast area. Well, he did when I was running Orwell out there. Daniel Leslie, I offered you a dinner and a room to crash. Yeah, well, depends on where and when. I don't like to take off nobody. Yeah. What's your favorite cigar? Favorite cigar. I like the big Romeos, like the 1885. It's a good stick. There's another. There's one that the lady sent me, turned me on to down here at Worcester Cigar Store locally in Appleton. Well,
Yeah, she
locally,
was cool though. She cared about her customers.
yeah. Well, she'll literally, like, if you don't know what you like, she'll ask you a bunch of questions, send you the direction.
I mean, she picked something out for me, but I didn't smoke it. I let Sean have it.
Yeah. Now, they turned me on to a brand called Sancho Panza. Those are pretty good. I like those. They're different, but I like them. But typically, I go towards, well, Romeos are like my kind of sort of go-to if I don't want to go digging or trying. But I like the Sancho Panzas also.
What about Robusto?
That's a Romeo.
Oh, okay. What do I know about cigars? Nothing.
Yeah. Well,
It just sounds like Robusto.
yep, Tattered Sailor 405, Romeos. Yes, fat 2-inch cigars full of straight original flavor and a long smoke. Damn right. Daniel, I'll give you a few Rocky Patels or Toro Fuente cigars. I don't know if I've ever had a Rocky Patel. I've heard of them obviously, but I don't think I've ever had one before. A Toro Fuente, I've had one or two of them, I think. It's been a while. Honestly, I don't smoke as many as I probably should, to be honest. I know that makes no sense, right? But nah, facts. I haven't smoked cigars regularly in a while. It sounds stupid. I won't smoke in a house, won't smoke in the cars. Live in Wisconsin. It's going to be like, I don't know, 38, 40 degrees tonight. So I'm damn sure going to sit outside. In the other room over there, I got a non-insulated room as of right now with a pool that's 86 degrees. So, you know, it's humid as hell in there, but it's not freezing ass cold, but it's cold. But it's, you know, you can sit it right there. You need a good 12 or 15 year, not too expensive, a good long smoke, and a recliner on the back porch. Yeah, except it's cold on the back porch right now, so I'll just avoid it. Jen will go outside and have a smoke, but she just burns up them Newports, so she'll sit outside, have a couple puffs, come back inside. There's no way in hell I'm sitting outside in that kind of weather to go and smoke. Brian Bird says, have a good evening. 5 a.m. comes early.
Yeah, it does.
Because I don't like my vehicles to smell like smoke. Honestly, smoke in a vehicle, it just wrecks them. It gets all over everything, and you'll never keep it really nice and clean. It's just not worth it. Besides, you think about it. If you have to smoke in a car, that means you're addicted. That means it controls you. Now, if you could just not smoke when you're driving, I know us drivers drive for a long period of time. But if you cannot smoke while you're driving and you enjoy your smoke while you get out of the truck, that means you control it. Sorry, but that's how I see it. I mean, you guys, see, that's the thing. These guys, they see me on the lives, sit at the bar, be drinking. Now, how much do I drink while I'm on the road?
None.
Not a friggin'
Zero.
drop.
Zero.
Don't got the time. Now, if we go somewhere, we go to a bar, it's different, but, you know, we're not doing nothing the next day, or we're waiting, or whatever. It's different. But I refuse to let something control me. But other people feel different, I guess. Grab you a stand-up blue flame heater. My mom, who hates the cold, stays out there with me and does the same. We were talking about getting one for the pool room, actually.
What does your buddy B have? I don't want to say his name.
Oh, he just got
Because he
the.
has a heater in his.
That's a
garage.
little that's a little torpedo heater,
Okay.
but you know, he smokes like he breathes too.
We still love him.
What does my T-shirt say? It's. Oh, this is West Virginia, the Devil Anse Trail System. Well, it's a Hatfield and McCoy Trail Systems, and this is the Devil Anse Trail System of part of the Hatfield and McCoy Trail System they got out there. That's where the shirt came from. Yeah, we took the Razor out there, and that was an absolute blast. That was fun. We went to Matewan, West Virginia. Yup. The bullet holes are still in the post office.
That was fun.
Did not, yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought that was a friggin' like an urban legend. I'm like, oh, that was real? Oh crap! And I read a lot about it. I was like, oh my god, that is cool. I did a railroad video out there too, I think. Daniel Leslie, have you got Tim Gentry into cigars yet? No, believe it or not, no. D. Vanderhoeven, I butchered that one up, I know. So they quit smoking in 1982. Well, that's a long time ago.
Congrats.
Yeah, my father quit smoking far too late, but long ago. Sadly, well, different cancer's taking him down. Tatted Sailor says, I never drank a drop while driving. When I got home, my wife always had a 3-finger and my favorite cigar waiting. Good woman. George Wilson says, what about in the garage? It's cold in a garage.
I've smoked in the garage.
It's cold in a garage. Why would I go? I'm not going to light up a cigar and suffer in the cold. I'm going to light up a cigar when I can enjoy it and relax. And one day, what I hope to do is sit in that pool like Tony Montana with my hand on the edge of the pool and just puffing on a cigar and a drink and just, I mean, literally right now, we do have a spot where we typically keep my drinks right next to the steps in the pool where I can just leave my beer and my liquor. And I'll go swimming around. I'll come back over to it, have a sip, go swimming, come back. Typical spot. We'll film that one day, just not right now. What?
Forgot trash day.
Oh, it's got to go out today?
I should have went out yesterday.
What?
Yeah, I just looked. It says 29. Today's Wednesday.
Well, now you know why they picked up the recycles, because they grabbed the wrong damn can.
No, I called her this morning too about like them not picking it. Like I can't call back and say.
So now what?
So now we gotta wait till next trash day, which is.
How do we mess that up?
Well, because we've been busy.
Well, we got an ace in the hole. We'll take it to the shop.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, dump it in a dumpster. It's not like I don't pay for the damn dumpster. It's got to drag it over there now. Jonathan Murray said, I need to quit smoking, LOL. You make a good point there. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I mean, yeah, you should. I'm not going to say, I mean, you know, how would that? Hey, you control it or it controls you. And if it controls you, you need to do something about it. It's really that simple. That's just the way I see it. I don't know. I guess, you know, listen, everybody's got addictive, you know, mentalities, this, that, the other. What do you want to do with it, you know? You got to figure that out. You take my Harley out to Tail of the Dragon in Carolina. Oh, Lord, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about that.
We're talking about that for a long time.
And Sturgis.
Tatted Sailor says she keeps you on a straight and narrow. Dude, good women add to you. Mediocre or bad women take from you. It's the way it is. Don't ask me how I know. Just trust in the fact I know.
Well, now I gotta come over there and give you a little kiss.
Cooper Mark says, what rubbish? Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. Where are you from using the word rubbish?
High class. People use the word rubbish, you're high class.
Oh, by the way, that's real, not produced for the YouTube channel, by the way.
You're so cute. Yeah.
816, the medically retired from the Navy. She's superwoman. Medically retired. That's gotta suck. Out of curiosity, what did you do while in the Navy? When I was in the Air Force, I was a aircraft fuel systems mechanic. Sounds, no. It was a decent job. Didn't like the military part of it, I'll be honest with you. The fact that they own your ass. But loved the job. The job was cool. Waiting on answer. And we still got 200 hardcore mother effers over here. I guess we're just waiting on the comments to cycle through now. Tattered Sales is what it is, brother. I was an aviation structural mechanic on F-18s and Boeing 707s. Yeah, like I said, I was in fuel systems, so that was Air Force, but not a lot of difference when it comes to aviation, just particularly from where they come off of. But it was a fun job. I miss it. I miss it a lot, actually. A lot of fun stories. Went and open up a mechanic shop instead of trucking. I did, I guess, kind of, but I wanted to do the custom stuff, fast stuff. I don't want to work on, grandma's Honda Civics. If I worked on a Honda Civic, I want to do it for some kids that want to, play on a track. That kind of crap. That's what I wanted to do. But then Orwell took the channel off and it trucking direction was very different from what I had planned. But I still feel trucking has kind of like a ceiling, so you better start looking to expand your horizons. I didn't expect to be where I am now, and I certainly didn't expect the troubles that came with it, especially when they come out of the friggin' clear blue. But whatever. Hit me in the face, I'll do a lot worse. YouTube, gotta be good. Mm-hmm. Structures and hydraulics. We deployed out of Japan for 9 months. For 9 months out of the year for 5 years. All right, so you was obviously aircraft carrier. Owen Archer said, what's your opinion on B model 3406 versus 3406 EC15? How hard is it mess with a B model pump and turn them up? I don't know. I never mess with my pump other than change the AFC valve. Well, just the diaphragm. That was it. Other than that, You got to have a computer, and you got to know what you're doing with the computer. And good luck getting the computer ain't cheap, and the software ain't cheap, and the hardware ain't cheap, and the B model, it's wrenches. I think all the diesels had troubles once everything went ultra computerized, and then you got people tuning them that don't really know what they're doing, and they wreck the engine. So. It's not a thing I know. And you get, I know people that argue this way, people argue that way, and I'm over here like, you know what? I ain't even in it. Chauncey Barber said, I miss working on semis. Davis Transport says, do you have any plans on Black Dog interior? Nothing at the moment other than eventually getting new seats.
Yes.
Tatted Sailor says, I don't know a good goddamn about an internal of trucks, but I know a good guy when I see one.
No.
Crap, we're all out of good guys. I'm an asshole.
No, you're not.
I think I'm a good dude. Just honestly too honest. It still brings problems. Steve, in your opinion, do you feel like being on YouTube has helped you with trucking or causes you headaches? And do you feel being successful brings out jealousy more?
Yes.
Jealousy? Do I need to name them?
No.
Jen says no. YouTube predominantly has been an absolute blessing, but it's brought things to me that I never thought I'd have to deal with. Yeah, let's be real. The troubles that some people have brought me have made it to where we have to worry about things where most people don't have to worry about it to that extent. So, but it's, I guess, kind of sort of to be expected in some manner, shape, or form. Largely, it's been a blessing, and I'm grateful for it. But it's put me in a position where I have to worry about things I shouldn't have to worry about, but yet I do. There's a reason why a little something or other is over there, another little something or other is over there, there's another little something or other, much bigger something or other over in the other room. Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wrenches. Socket sets. When you're going through your socket set, your wrenches, right? You got your 8mm, you got your 9mm, then you got your 10mm, your 12mm, your 11mm.
I got it now.
Your 13mm always seems to disappear. Your 10mm, you can't find that damn thing because God knows where the hell that went. Then you got your fractional stuff, 3/8, 7/16, half, 9/16, 38, 357s. You got to worry about these wrenches that just, they're randomly placed. Yeah. Then you got the oddball sizes like your 5.56s. Who knew you had to have that many tools in your house, in your shop? I didn't know this. He goes, I just asked because I heard Tim mention that sometimes he gets nasty comments of jealous people. And sometimes he gets stupid and he has to show up at his house.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't had that happen yet, but this isn't the place for that. Trust in that. This is a bad idea to come here with that kind of idea. I'm sure certain douchebags are taking pictures and posted it on places, but hey, this is FAFO land. This ain't the spot for that. Well, this is the spot for the FAFO. This is the HQ of that. I used to all kinds of different things for all branches of the service when I drove for TSMT. They used to do a lot of ammunition, I think, too, because they always had the drum boxes behind the tractor and then the load in the trailer. I guess they're out of business. I haven't seen them in a dog's age now that I think about it. On a different note, have you ever thought about becoming a train driver? I would love the opportunity to operate a train. I would love it. There is a place in Nevada that for I hate to say it, a substantial amount of money,
Really?
you could they'll train you on a diesel and a steamer. You're talking like $3,500
That ain't that bad.
to just drive a train. You got to pay.
Yeah.
You pay them to drive their train.
Okay.
I would love to.
How far do you get to drive it? What do you get
A
to do?
pretty good distance, actually.
Well, there you go.
Imagine me drive a steam locomotive.
Yeah.
And a guy that owns, I didn't mention it, I think his name's Barney, because I know guys that know of this guy, of this train or locomotive. The guy that owns the General Coal tank steam engine. It's a little, I think it's a 040. Little, it says General Coal on the side of it. There's a couple YouTube videos of people operating that train where he would let you into controls and operate the train back and forth on a track. That locomotive, it's heavy, but it's small enough you can put it on a truck and take it different places. And I've told when I was doing a little bit of promotional work with Southern Michigan Railroad, I'm like, if you got a steam engine over here, or even if you leased it or had the guy bring it over here and paid him to do it, you'd probably get more people. But anyway, I think the guy that owns that locomotive's name's Barney, and I would love the opportunity to do something like that. But I said, over a place when I looked it up in Nevada, you could operate, but you got to pay to do it. I think it's like $3,500 to do both, the diesel and the steamer. And that'd be pretty badass. But like I said, General Cole used to let that locomotive do stuff like that. But I don't know if he does anymore. Jonathan Murphy said, I went to school for big trucks. I learned Cat ET, Cummins, Insight, and Detroit D-Deck. I hate Detroit internals, but great engine. I'd rather work on Cat or Cummins because they're easier to me. Honestly, I love the Cat, my B model Cat. That thing was easy. I'm learning the 60 Series Detroit over time out of necessity because that's what's in Black Dog. Detroit, I did the tear down on the 12V71. I think those engines are like giant Legos, but they're not around anymore, so parts for them are kind of hard to get. But when I start working on a 12-cylinder, me and old two-stroke are going to be doing some work together on that, so that'll be badass. No, I don't run military loads specifically. Used to every now and again, but not too much. Dan Van Hooven says Green Bay is a train museum. Believe it or not, I've never been there. They got a big boy up there, too. Never been up there. Good day, mate. Greeting from Australia. That's Bruce. I didn't even try that last name. Meek Jeep says, truly enjoy. Appreciate you, Steve. Love your videos. Thank you. Keep up the good work. We're trying. Roof Boy Garage's fourth stop complete. There you go. Tracy Miller says, I did a little ammo 2 and TSMT is out of Arizona now. This goes by Tri-State now. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I haven't seen that. They had a very unique paint scheme and all of that, so I haven't seen them in like forever. Steve, for merchandise, would you consider hats? Yeah, one day. Yeah, George Wilson. There's two parts to that, though. I don't really want to get into that, but there's two parts to that. But yeah, you do have to worry about your security. You do have to worry about your security, and you do have to consider, you make sure you carry that thing everywhere you go. When you're me and you're Jen in that position, think Beth Dutton. When you see Jen on the street, think Beth Dutton.
What?
George Wilson wrote, I know, Steve, when they go to bothering Ashley and the kids can't even go to Walmart. That's why I said, yeah, when you go, when you live, that's the bad side of this, is when you have to worry about that. You go from place to place and you make sure you got that thing on you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. When anybody thinks of you, think Beth Dutton.
The cup that proves it. Don't make me go Beth Dutton on you.
Damn right.
Which I can find my little belt.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You an old two-stroker would be awesome. Dude, he's the shit, okay?
He is.
He is. The thing with old Wayno is YouTube, the money he makes from YouTube is good. It helps. He would do it for free. Like that, he told me that straight up. He's like, he would do this crap for free. Like, it don't matter. YouTube does not pay enough. Listen, I know his subscribers, his numbers. I know his numbers. He pays more than his channel makes to do the crap he does. Trust in that, okay?
I actually pulled out one of his shirts for you to wear tomorrow.
Oh, did you? Which one? The bloody one?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No, he spends more money than his channel makes. Okay, he's that hardcore into it. And if there's ever a zero F's given dude, that's him. He's gonna be him. He's gonna do his stuff, and that's it. We're talking about old two-stroker on YouTube. Check him out. OL #2 stroker. Detroit specialist, 2 strokes. An absolute great guy.
Oh yeah.
He needs to visit. He needs to come up here one day.
As soon as we get that right.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's gotta be right.
So as soon as we get that right, it's gonna be on.
I'm trying to get it right just for the kids right now.
Yeah, well, take a sample up there, they'll get it chemically figured out.
Tell them what's going on.
I already know we gotta clean the rest of it.
That's gonna take some time.
Well, the problem is the damn propane consumption.
Right.
That sucker's thirsty. Yikes. Have I ever to chain up in the winter? Not in a long time, but yes, it has happened. The last time I went to Aspen, I got lucky. I got through, and then they closed the mountain down for chains. I got real lucky. I've videoed that. It was one of my. I did that last run, Aspen run with Orwell. Man, that mechanical engine is not like those heights up there either. Oh my God. Tatted sailor, sorry, I'll call you tattered. Sorry, tatted sailor. Said, just going to school and enjoying my life now. Driving had me an insight to being a broker and doing right. Something we need is brokers that are like decent. Some of these brokers, I wouldn't give you a nickel for. That's one thing I've been really grateful for. So Gentry and Sons, Timmy, he has a brokerage. So if I do anything for him, it goes through his brokerage. Crystal Miller, she's got her brokerage, so anything I do for her goes to her brokerage. So far, I haven't gone back to Widmeyer Express to haul anything, but they have their brokerage too. And somebody that knows nothing about anything about my life said I got fired. I didn't get fired. I quit to get my own authority. Widmeyer Express immediately was like,
Hey, you didn't really quit. You just left on good terms.
right, I did quit, but I left on good terms. And I could take a broker load from them at any time. I just haven't had to. I might in the future, here coming up soon. But then all of a sudden, people started contacting me to haul direct. So why would I not do that? So if you don't count direct friends, Timmy and Crystal, I haven't had to take a broker load yet. At all. It's either Timmy, Crystal, or me. I think that's pretty damn good. Knock on wood. Just saying. But, But I really do think that people need to rein in the brokers because they take way too much off these loads. But if you go around a broker, you're definitely better off if you can. Daniel Leslie says, Steve, being on YouTube, do you feel more scared going to an unknown truck stop or meet up with? Scared?
Steve ain't never scared.
I know Steve in here.
I said Steve ain't never scared
Scared?
of nothing.
No. You got the wrong guy.
You got the wrong Steve.
You got the wrong channel. We don't do scared here.
That's funny. Sorry.
Dan, hey, oh my God, this guy's name is tough. I've skipped over. It's tough. I've had to do it a few times. Dan, we'll just call you Dan. Your name is a tough one here.
Oh, Steve.
It sounds like he's from around here though.
Okay.
Dan Van Evenhoven.
That's
Van
Wisconsin.
Evenhoven. That's as Wisconsin as it gets, dude. He goes, I carry all the time. Have to these days. Damn right.
Everybody around here is named Van something.
Jonathan Murphy says, two-stroker knows his stuff when it comes to screaming Jimmys. Yeah, and the one truck I didn't catch at the truck pull was his buddy's. Oh, I was so mad I didn't catch that. Rough Boy Garage says he'll be right back. All right, well, we'll be here. You didn't hear me say it, actually ain't back yet. Tatted Sailor says, drivers I have through the company I work for aren't shorter. We take 5% compared to the industry standard. Yeah, that's far short of industry standard. That's for sure. Oh my God, this is worse.
Boy.
Piat Trokalek? That's worse than my name. But it's his name. I'm just coming off a 12-hour shift on an ET-22 locomotive, a Polish locomotive. In Poland, we joke that it's easier to become a pilot than a train driver. It's hard work, but I like it. All right, well, that's why his name is so... it's worse than mine. It's Polish. And he's from Poland, so he operates trains over there. You would think it'd be backwards. Why would it be harder to operate a train than a locomotive? But different place, different rules. Either way. Oh wait, sounds like he likes his job. I mean, if you don't go to work hating your job, can't be that bad. But some people like it like that. Christian Roberts says, I like direct customers. Haven't run a broker load in a year.
I'm gonna grind my coffee real quick.
Daniel Leslie says, Steve, getting your own authority, do you feel it'd be more expensive for you than driving for a company? Well, yeah, it costs more to operate a truck than to just drive, but you know, you got to start somewhere. But I wouldn't trade having your own numbers for the world, to be honest. Timmy was right. Should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah, you should listen to your boy.
Davis Transport, have you ever thought about sled pulling? Yeah, I've thought about it, but with equipment I could give 0 F's about. In other words, I don't want to be the guy that breaks his truck and then have to worry about how you get it home after you tore it up, right? Tatted Sailor says, for my disability from the Navy pays for my bills. I work for my kids' future while I finish school for IT. Well, there you go. Glenn S. says, hello again, Steve, FSC Trucking, and Jen.
What was that?
Glenn S. says, hi.
Hi.
Jen says, hi.
Hi.
Oh, tired, sorry. Jen's over there making coffee for tomorrow. Well, she's grinding the beans.
I'm done now.
And that way we have coffee for the morning.
That way you just turn it on and it's ready to go.
So tomorrow morning I'll be first awake, most likely.
Yeah, okay. Not always.
Not always, but usually.
Today.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
No, I was up before you, wasn't I?
No. I was up before you
The day
today.
before I was up before you.
Oh, but I come in, yeah, the day before because you made coffee first. But you already made the coffee. I just got to wake up. I walk in the kitchen, push the button, it starts brewing. I'll sit on the kitchen table. Oh, excuse me. You'll see my chair right behind me. That's the end of the table. I'll sit at the table. We mess with the phone, waiting for the coffee to brew, pour coffee. And then once coffee's done, I'll go in and wake Jen up. Well, yeah, the other day was the other way around. She woke me up. She pushed the button.
What?
I said, the other day you woke up, you pushed the button.
Mm-hmm.
And it woke me up
That's
when the
rare,
coffee
though.
was brewed.
That's rare, me pushing the button.
Yeah, well, I got other problems that wake
We
me up
don't
in
need
the
to talk
morning.
about.
No, we're not talking about that at all. But yeah, usually I don't sleep too late. I remember you, Glenn S. So we met at G-Bats, had a 2-year-old, Tyler, and my wife.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
remember him. Touted Sailor says, working on this cigar, also I have prepped my beans. Fresh black coffee, no additives.
Well, we additives.
I put, I put 1 pack of sweetener, a little bit of half. In the cup.
And then I just have cream. I don't do sugar or
Yeah,
Splendor or
ginger takes with a
nothing.
little bit of cream. That's it.
And I can drink it black though too. Because you're really supposed to drink it black.
Daniel Leslie, you'll love this question.
Oh boy.
I'll let Jen answer this one.
Do I really wanna?
Oh, this is like. Sometimes I wonder if you actually watch my channel.
Who, me?
No,
Oh.
Steve. Now that you have a beautiful house, have you thought about getting smart home plugs or Alexa?
What are you smoking, dude? Like, seriously, we don't do that shit.
Do you know who I am?
Wow. Wow. What was that thing that Matthew had? Because I still have it in his drawer. It's turned off and already disabled.
That was an early, like Alexa, but early.
Uh-huh.
It was a smart speaker.
Yep.
Oh God, I remember that.
I should
Matt
probably
had that
I
thing.
should probably just throw it the hell out.
You should. After I
Like,
drive over it.
know.
I don't know why that thing is still in my house.
I have no idea. It's in the desk.
Well, it ain't even plugged in.
No.
Yeah, but no. We do not need another
No.
wiretap in this house. Kidding me?
We got enough going on.
You know what my refrigerator does? They make refrigerators nowadays, you gotta have a Wi-Fi. Why? You know what a refrigerator does? Keeps your friggin' food cold. You know what your freezer does? It keeps your ice cubes frozen. What do you need a Wi-Fi for your freaking refrigerator for?
Or a TV screen, or you need to know the weather from your freaking refrigerator.
I mean, really? I mean, think about it. All this nonsense today. Hey, government wiretap, aka Alexa. You tell me the weather. Meanwhile, listen to everything we said all day long. F that, please. You're lucky I don't put the cell phones in the garage. We already banned cell phones from the bedroom. Like, no. My phone sits right here on the kitchen table. I go to bed, that's it. Phone sits on the table or next to the couch. I don't take that crap in the bedroom. We don't need that nonsense. I don't even trust a cell phone. I crap me out. One day, me and Matt were sitting in the apartment talking. We didn't talk about this at all. We were talking about motorcycle seats. And I kid you not, we got done talking. I went in the bathroom, doing number 2, playing on Facebook. Guess what ads popped up? Motorcycle seats. Nobody Googled it.
Weird.
Yeah, but nobody looked
Like,
up.
Sometimes things you're thinking.
No. Nobody looked it up. I get if you look it up, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, because my YouTube videos, my ads are all 4-state trucks. But I'm always looking them up so I can copy and paste the link for the description, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the algorithm looks at, okay, I Googled 4-state trucks, right? Me and Matt didn't look up seats. I sure didn't. We talked about seats. Then I walk in the bathroom and drop a deuce, looking at the phone. It's all about motorcycle seats on Facebook. I'm like, this son of a bitch is listening to me. Because it is.
Yep. Sometimes I swear they know what I'm thinking, and then I'll see something I was just thinking about.
I'm not sure what that means. Tatted Sailor says, no, sir. My coffee needs to have a horseshoe stand in the pot. Fresh sludge. Somebody else says, Steve is analog. Yeah. Tracy Miller says, can't drink coffee. Jolts me up so bad I could thread a sewing machine with it running.
It does nothing for me.
There's useful, because you drink so much of it.
It does nothing for me. I just like the taste of it.
Yeah,
I can
but-
drink it now.
Yeah, but there's used to being able to thread a running sewing machine. And let's say, okay, sorry, yeah, I watch, but I admit not much. Sometimes my questions might seem loaded. Nah, it's not loaded. It's just, if you know me, it's like, there ain't no way I'm having devices listening to me all day, every day. It's not happening. Diet sailor so I could drink a pot of my coffee, slam 2 energy drink, and still pass a blood pressure test with 135 over 80. Navy deployments for the FTW. Oh, Afterworld. The Rusty Wheel still cracks me up. Everyone wants to spend other people's money. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That Rusty Wheel's a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. My phone have done it before. Always listen. It does.
Don't trust it.
If your TV is hooked up to the internet, it listens also. I don't have a smart TV. Oh shit, this one is.
Remember before we bought a TV and you're like, I don't want no damn smart TV. Can't you just give us a regular TV?
Well, if the TV starts talking back, I'm gonna hit it with the 38 caliber wrench. Yeah, but it's the same. Oh, the same thing happened to me when I was talking to a guy about getting a new truck. Been getting hit with all kind of new truck ads. Yeah, they listen, but that's the point. So I listen. I don't need Alexa. Any of that kind of nonsense. Like I literally ordered a truck, like my pickup. I ordered it with the package it did, so it didn't have all this extra nonsense that I didn't need. If I want to drive it through somebody's house, I don't need it to step on the brake before I impact it. If I want to drive it to somebody's house, I want the ability to do so. You just never know when you have to just demolish a house one day. You never know. I'm just saying, I want the truck to not have to, I step on the brake, not the truck. Ever see Lethal Weapon when he ripped the house down? That was a gasoline-powered dually, by the way.
Christmas is coming up, and I put it out in the front of the videos. I put it in the front of the DVDs.
Yeah. I told you, Riggs, don't go to the still house. You just never know. Point is, I don't like all those nannies in my damn truck. Oh, you know I do that crap for fun. How long's this live been? Not a while.
And what did I tell you?
We're now 3 hours ago.
Wait, and you wanted to eat after you were done. I'm like, no, you need to eat before.
Yeah, that's true. I'm tired of having Oh man, I love it. I love it. I do that on purpose. I actually do that on purpose. Wait for Jen to come out of the other room. Yeah, CB radios are way better than anything else because that way, but nobody uses them, so it's kind of like you can have it on, but no one's going to talk to you. But you're definitely better off having a CB radio in your truck. Can we have the old flip phones back?
I would love it.
Oh, we didn't know how good we had it back
I
then.
would love it.
But babe, come here.
Talkie and talk.
Come here for a minute. You know, I do crap like that on purpose, right?
What?
When I bust chops like I do.
Mm-hmm.
This live is 3 hours long.
Right.
How many hours have I wasted recording videos?
More than 3 hours.
More than 3 hours. So certain people got to sit up and watch these lives.
I was thinking that
because I might say something.
I was thinking that they probably want to get to bed, but like they can't.
You don't want to get to bed, but you can't, or you got to waste 3 hours of tomorrow. You don't get to do no paperwork. You don't get to do no driving. You don't get to do anything. You got to watch my 3 hour video to maybe I say something. Maybe.
Wait.
So if I can't get my time back, I'll piss away yours.
Now, according to flip phones, I still have mine. I do. I have a white one and
I
I
think-
have a black
I think-
one.
I
And
think-
I wish I could bring them back. I love my flip phones.
Remember when Mac got in trouble with smartphone?
And he broke it on purpose because he broke that shit on purpose. He broke that shit on purpose.
Yes,
We
he
brought it
did.
back to the Stone Age.
Yes, he did. The problem is, a flip phone can still do menial
He
internet,
broke that shit right
and a
now.
little prick was still.
Said he dropped it.
Yeah, it dropped it. Okay.
You could walkie-talkie somebody and call someone.
Oh, please. The all-time best. You thought I was gonna have a heart attack when I spiked his phone.
No, I thought you were gonna have a freaking heart attack. I thought you were gonna die that night.
Cell phones bounce.
And we're in the middle of
If you
nowhere.
throw them down on the ground hard enough, they will bounce. Matthew learned that the hard way.
Oh, Matt, we love you. That's our little Matt.
Well, my computer says 3 hours, so if it's actually been 4 hours, that's even better. Certain somebodies.
We should make them
Blur.
watch us watch Grabbies. And we might say something while we're watching it.
No, I'd probably get that would be a copyright strike for
Oh,
real.
yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
guess.
No, John was like, we could make the live watchers watch Krabbies. I'm like, now we get copyright strike.
Grabbies.
But certain people in plurality would be spending the last 4 hours monitoring this because I've had to deal with that for
Come on, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
yeah.
I gotta do well, we do got shit to do, but
You got any donuts I could eat
I got Doritos for you.
at
Want
Doritos?
some Doritos?
No, that's not what I was saying.
Oh.
You missed.
Ah,
You didn't get the
yeah,
joke.
I did. That went right over my head. Actually, no, I don't have any donuts. Roll out.
No donuts?
No donuts.
How do you expect me to do YouTube with no donuts? I guess I gotta drive to the store and you guys will come with me so I can watch. You can watch me buy the donut and then eat the donut.
I was gonna say, okay, Homer.
Don't.
Don't.
I'm bad, ain't I?
You are. Trying to stop being bad right now. Let's get back to the flip phones. Do they still sell those? I want one.
You never
Can
know.
I reactivate my old one?
And nobody in the comments knows what the hell I'm talking about, apparently.
No, somebody in the comments knows what you're talking about, just not your people. Don't
They're
know
just
what
not
you're
writing
talking
it, I
about.
guess.
What?
They're just not writing it, I guess. Well, it's not. There's only 179 people here.
That's still a lot of people. Still. That's still a lot of people. For this long? That's why I said you better eat dinner first.
Now, let me get
It's gonna
back
go
here.
5 hours.
No, ham radio is not like having a CB or the other way around. It's very different. Very different. Tatted Joe's heading east hauling cattle. We used to pick up atmospheric balance from Aussie land. Well, I believe it. We were running just the other day. Me and Jen were running a little local pilot car load with a buddy of mine, and we chose channel 15. Oops.
It didn't work.
It was a very noisy channel. A lot of that skip. I have no idea where it's from, but a lot of that skip. Suggesting Alexa at home. I saw Stu's reaction to the way he shifts gears in his pickup truck. Alexa, ha ha ha. I can't. Yeah. I remember accidentally drop kicking old flip phone. He said it was military grade. 379 Pete turned it into a pancake. Yep, done. Steve going tomorrow to buy a burner phone. No.
Steve's like, no.
Steve, you're gonna do a train model video setting up your railway.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, no.
What?
I gotta get to it.
I know, it's what I said.
I ain't had the time to put my crap together that I used to have.
Well, that's because you got so much other crap going on.
Yeah, I know. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting pretty tired.
What?
I said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting pretty tired.
Really?
Yeah, my dumbass has poured a little bit of. I guess I'll finish this little bit and be done.
I'm wide awake.
You want to do this live? I'll go to sleep.
I'm wide awake right now. No.
You sit here.
You could cut that off and go to sleep.
I'm getting ready to. If you want to keep it going, go ahead. I'm going.
Oh,
I'm gonna finish my drink,
I'm
go to
not a
sleep
good
here in a minute.
host. I'm not a good host.
What do you mean not a good host? Everybody loves you.
They do, but you know me.
Todd Taylor, he goes, time for bed, old man. I'm there myself.
I'm like straightening out my kitchen right now. I'm having a good time.
You kidding me? I'm getting ready to watch
Ready
this
to
live
take all
through
these
my.
recyclables out to the recycle can.
I'm getting ready to watch this live through my eyeballs.
So that means we're not gonna watch any Deadly Sketch.
Are you kidding me?
So I gotta watch it without you.
It's 1 o'clock. I'm going to bed.
Oh my god.
We gotta
the
pull them.
dishwasher going. I got the dryer going. I've done a lot of stuff.
We gotta pull them 2 junk boxes out of the trailer tomorrow.
Well, that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, we gotta go load the. Probably gotta load the parts tomorrow.
I don't think that's gonna be bad, especially if we start before Brock gets there.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe. Either way, I ain't looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to getting it done. I say that now.
The problem is, come tomorrow after I'm done, I'm not done.
You gotta get. That's why I packed
I
the
gotta,
bag.
yeah, I gotta go from here all the way over there.
I got one load of laundry. I gotta drop in the washer before you, after you're done.
So I gotta be somewhere to load Friday. Oh, so I'm gonna be rough.
I got one more load of laundry to do.
I need to go back to trucking work so I can relax. Dead serious.
You know when relaxing time is?
I don't even
Sound
remember
right
what
now.
relaxing time is.
What?
I don't even remember what that is. What,
Well, I
relaxing?
was mentioning it to you earlier.
What?
When you were working on your train set and everything was okay.
Oh, yeah, well, I got plenty of basement to build a badass train set, but I gotta get the time to do it.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen this week?
No.
Yeah, Tatted Sailor's like, 0500 comes quick.
So I got your bag all packed for tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
One load of laundry left to do.
Well, I'm getting ready to cut this off, guys. I don't want to. I haven't checked the phone for a while. I have no idea how much battery life it's got. But yeah. Anyways, gets the bulk of the whole I was talking about. A little bit of history, the Ford pickup and the '64, and all of that. And thinking about refiguring the trailer and
Doing some different stuff.
doing different stuff, you know, trying to find my own way.
Keep trucking stuff, but doing different stuff too. Mixing it in.
Yeah, but not just on YouTube, but also hauling them, you know.
Yeah.
Me and Jed I've been talking about it for a while. I've been trying to think of a couple different ideas to haul high-end cars in enclosed trailers without ever having them really touch them.
Yeah, well, don't talk about that.
Well, I'll talk about that.
Well, you can talk about, but don't talk about your.
No, not the
idea.
details, but my
Don't
ideas.
steal it.
Right, no, I'm not giving that crap away. If anything, I need to figure out how to patent that before I go out on video with it. Well, I gotta perfect it first. I mean, I gotta build it first. So, got this one idea in my head on how to do something, and I gotta figure out how to do it. I gotta build it and screw it up and perfect it. and then patent it, maybe. I think I found a nice little niche. If done right, I could do real well with it. Tatted Sailor, so drop an email in the chat, I'll hit you. I'll tell it to you. FESZCHAKSHOP@gmail.com. That's how to get a hold of me. So, my last name, the word shop, @gmails.com. Tim Ivins, will you just get here? Damn, bro. I'm ready to call it a night. He just get here. Well, legit. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird with me. It's like you're riding good, and then it's like you hit a brick wall.
Mm-hmm.
You're done. End of the night. All right, Tatted Sailor, you got my email. I have no idea when I'll be in Oklahoma next, but whichever. Never know. Come down there, have a cigar with you. Ugh. Sorry, guys, I'm smoked. I'm whooped. That's all right, Tim Ivins. We'll catch you on the next one, brother. This sucker's 4 hours long, so you can definitely watch it. Alright. Alright, everybody, I'm calling it a night. I'm done. I'm gonna finish up, go to bed. Got a busy day tomorrow. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Yawning. Busy day tomorrow. Supposed to, if everything, as long as everything stays as planned, loading up Black Dog Friday, heading west. And then, well, we'll see. We'll see what the future is after that. But it looks like the future looks good, so I'll take it. Guys, my mother used to say that, Tatted Sailor. It'd be good or be good at it.
I say behave to my kids. Behave.
My mother used to say, if you can't be good, if you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, name it after me. Yeah. That was long before. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you on the next one. Sorry about the lack of videos. I know it's been a while, but if it wasn't for problems, let's go one for bad luck, wouldn't have no luck at all. Something like that.
Isn't that our luck?
Yeah, something along that line. Yeah, wow.
How many people are still watching?
I'll tell you, hit me like a brick wall. 156.
And you want to let them go. 164 on mine.
You're welcome to sit here and keep rolling with
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
it. Alright. Alright, Rough Boy Garage. He's a 6-stop complete.
What?
6. He's got multi-stop. He just topped off the 6th. Alright, well, I'm not going to be live for your 7th, so we're going to...
Even tired.
I'm straight whooped.
So you're gonna
I'll be asleep. As I fall into bed, I'll be asleep before my head hits the pillow. Alrighty. Oof. Tatted Sailor gotta get up at 05. That's like 4 hours. Damn, bro, that's hardcore.
It's like 3 hours. isn't it?
Yeah. All right, I'm done yawning on camera. All right, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a good night. See you on the next one. Y'all two assholes could cut your recording off. I'm done. Later.
Bye.
Bye.